I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity Studios. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. This is the Anthony Gargano Show presented by the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app and, of course, our good friends at Xfinity. Well, we saw it last night. The Niners roll the Colts. So what does that mean in the landscape of the NFC? Eagles right now, they have like a crazy, long shot to get the 1 seed. A lot has to happen, including the Rams in Seattle to lose out. That's not going to happen. Most likely, they're going to be kind of tied to the 3 seed. There is a chance they can get the 2, but most likely it's going to be the 3 seed. If the season ended today, the Eagles would play the Rams. So how do we feel with a first-round matchup of the Rams today? Now Seattle, now the Niners, right? The teams out west look like they pose the biggest threat to the repeat. Now we know, listen, the Bears come in. If they got to play the Bears at Soldier Field, I'm good. I think the Eagles in a rematch will beat Chicago. And even the Niners, look, they looked great last night. And, they went up and down the field against the Colts. And Phillip Rivers, God bless him, at 45, tried to hang in his best. But, it was just too much. There's no Sauce Gardner. The Colts defense leaking oil. And the Niners just had a great night up and down the field last night. That's not the Eagles' defense, right? The Eagles' defense is good. And if you got the Niners here, look, I know they're playing good football, but their defense is not good. And there's something about Purdy here outside in the link. I just don't. Now, maybe I'm naive, but I don't have a great fear that can happen. That he's going to come in here and beat the Eagles. Is Brock Purdy going to come in here and beat the Eagles? This defense? See, the difference going into the postseason, and what gives me optimism, is this defense is so good. It really is. You're not going to get into one of these shootouts. Like, I don't want to be in a shootout with a team, but I do have faith in this Eagles defense that the shootout doesn't happen. Like, we saw it against the Packers and the Lions in back-to-back weeks. Those games were defensive struggles. They were here, they were outside the elements, and they became a defensive struggle. Two really good offensive teams. So as long as you're out here, I'm not like petrified of it. Even the Rams, as good as the Rams are, you get them outside here, I think the Eagles have a shot. I'm putting all my faith into this defense. Good morning, VG.
Good morning. I mean, that's what I've been saying scares me about the Niners. That's what Baldy said. They could put up 30 on any team. They haven't punted since the end of November.
I know. It's insane.
That's crazy.
I know.
Not one punt.
Shanahan is
I know they're playing
ridiculous.
crap tees, but one punt? Come on.
Well, that's the truth. Like, they haven't played anybody. Like, you watched last night. You watched the game, right?
Yeah.
That defense, the Colts defense with no Sauce Gardner, is brutal.
I mean, I'm not saying the Colts are any good defensively. I'm just saying that offense is.
Listen, I'm not taking anything away from him.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Kittle's hurt, twisted his ankle. That's a big blow. With him in the lineup, they're a nasty offense.
I mean, look, go back to.
They played nobody.
Right. Like the week before, like last week, they put 37 up on the Titans, gave up 24. They put 26 up on Cleveland.
Cleveland's a good defensive team.
Not lately.
I don't know. I think
not lately. If you go watch, they lost their teeth. They put up. They beat Carolina 20-9. They put up 41
Carolina
on Arizona.
is playing well though.
Yeah, they won 20-9.
Yeah.
They put up 41 on Arizona.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Rams 42-26. The Giants scored 24 on them.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Niners have a good defense. I'm just saying that offense is nasty and rolling, and they look real. I mean, they look like Purdy looked like he was throwing against
a
backup team last night.
I agree.
I know you hate him, but man, his balls were looking nice. And tight and
played
good
great.
last night.
He did. He played fantastic last night. He did. What's the matter?
I said his balls were nice and tight last night.
My God, he's such a child. Such a child, Andrew. Right away, the smirk comes.
Hey-o.
He played great last night.
Yeah.
They're all, like McCaffrey actually
They're
looked.
all over the place. Jennings and Kittle.
McCaffrey looked the best that I've seen him. Like, he actually looked spry last night because he had been struggling. He kind of reminded me of the Saquon. Like, how Saquon looked so spry on Saturday. That's how McCaffrey looked last night. He looked very good last night. And obviously with McCaffrey, Kittle, Jennings, it's a good offense, right? It's a good offense.
Good offensive line. They're pretty solid right now.
Yeah, and Shanahan is the best.
Yeah.
It's going to cut. The greatest threat is going to come out of the West.
Yeah. You're way more confident against the Rams than I am.
I'm not. I'm honestly.
I'm in like hovering. I'm just hovering in in neutral right now. Wait until Buffalo. See, we haven't seen them play a real team in 2 weeks.
I know.
So they look better, but let's see it. I'm looking forward to this game so we get a real feel of have they improved this offense.
Here's my problem. I don't really think that Sunday matters. I don't think that the Bills matter. It's going to be
the offense comes out and goes back to their same old, and doesn't look good. That doesn't matter.
You don't think a convincing win on Sunday matters?
Right, you think they're going to go to Buffalo and win by?
I'm not saying that. I don't think that. I don't know that. But I'm just saying if they do go there and they do convincingly win against the Bills,
because I think the matchup is different. And I think, if I was going to Buffalo, I don't know that I'm showing stuff. I don't know that I'm going to go, balls to the wall. You can laugh now. I don't know if I'm going to even do that. I think I think what matters now is who you got. What's the matchup? Is the matchup the Rams? Is the matchup nothing's going to drastically kind of change my opinion on who the Eagles are. I kind of know who the Eagles are, but they're a team that's going to be led by their defense.
I agree with that, but we've seen improvement on the running game, and it's is the running game fixed? I want to see them run against a team that's a half-decent defense.
Well, and the Bills' run defense isn't great. It's a
playoff caliber team. Let's see if they can run the ball.
But what happened? You think so? I just think the Eagles are what they are right now offensively. They could. You're going to have to. We talked about this weeks ago. Who said it? The Eagles are going to have to slug them. Kurt Warner said they're going to have to slug their way through it.
But we've seen there's been some minor changes. They've been hitting Goddard more. They've been hitting the middle more.
Not on Saturday, they hit Goddard.
Second half.
Dude, not enough.
Yeah, but that's when it opened up, when they started hitting him in the second half.
Washington was terrible against the tight ends and leaking yardage to the tight ends, and look what happened, right? They didn't go after him. I didn't see the same offense. He wasn't under center as much as he was the previous two games against the Chargers.
No.
Right?
No. He was under center, but not as much.
Not as much.
Yeah.
So my only point is, I know what the Eagles' offense is.
And you want to get Lane back, get Lane some good reps, get Jalen back.
Yeah, but what happens on the field against the Bills isn't going to dramatically change my position.
Okay.
I know what the Eagles are, and I think in a playoff scenario, they could put up 20 points.
Yeah. Well, that's not great.
Well, you know what I'm saying, 20, 23, 24.
I think
it's going to come down to, if the game's in the 30s, they're going to lose, right? That's it. Yeah. If this defense.
But not if the running game's halfback, if they're getting a push, if Saquon's getting a yard or two before contact, if he busts one big one, I want to see that. That would be a big plus for me if the running game looks improved against Buffalo.
Really, I I think it's kind of overrated, our mindset. Like, oh, we got to see what they look like against Buffalo. You know what they are, right?
I don't.
They got to score 24 points.
Yes.
How's that? If you score 24 points, I think you're going to win. I think this
I don't know if that wins against the Rams and the Niners.
Well, again,
yeah,
it's going to come down. Their defense is going to have to stabilize.
But I think if you hold the Rams or the Niners at 24 points, that's a good game defensively.
Yeah, like, anywhere between 17 and 24, you got a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can I see the
So
Eagles?
are you watching this game?
Yeah, of course. But could you see the Eagles, putting up anywhere from 23 to 27? Like, yeah, I could,
Against the Niners, yes.
like, yeah, the Niners defense isn't good.
Yes.
I could see that. Like, the matchup is going to be completely different against the Rams, the way it would be against Seattle, the way it would be against San Francisco or the Bills. So that's why I'm kind of like, this game, I'm a little muted when it comes to the Bills. I know that my hopeful, and I am hopeful, that my optimism is all on the defense and assembled to the running game. Like, I need Jalen to play point guard. I need this offense to scratch out 24 points. I think I can win.
All right. There's two factors out there, too. The Kittle ankle and the Devontae hamstring. Those are two big factors that would change my opinion as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. Kittle looked fine on the sidelines last night. I mean, there was no need to.
I don't know. His face, he looked a little like.
I saw him bouncing around
all right,
at times last night in the second half.
It looked like he was
talking to Tongas. He was.
Dude, was it Tongas? Who?
Made the catch on
One
the
of them made
sidelines?
the catch that did not count.
That was Tongas.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah, that was Tongas who made
Even
that
those
catch.
toes down.
I thought he actually got it.
He did get it.
Yeah, and they
I don't know
didn't challenge
why. And then they're like, we don't even need to challenge it. We got a touchdown.
And they wound up scoring wide open McCaffrey.
Very next play.
In the end zone.
Yeah. Shanahan's like, challenge. I got to play right here. We're scoring.
I mean, we're looking for things to ease our worries, right? And I just go, there's nothing I can see that's going to ease my worry. Am I worried going in? Yeah. I mean, do I think they can win? I do think they can win. But this is not like last year where I'm like brimming with confidence.
You won't feel better if Saquon runs for $140, has a nice 48, 55-yarder mixed in with it.
No, because I know he could do that.
We haven't seen him do it against legitimate teams all
but
year.
I know he could do that. I've seen him do it.
You know he can do it, but the offensive line.
Like I believe in Saquon Barkley. I saw him. I thought he looked the best he looked. On Saturday, he just looked. He was spry. He was active.
Yes, but don't you think a part of that was the offensive line looked pretty good? He wasn't getting. The one time someone got through the line of scrimmage early on, he did the nice spin move, but he wasn't getting crushed behind the line of scrimmage so much.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was him. I think the offensive line played better, and I expect it to get even better when Lane comes back.
Yeah.
So I feel good. Like if you take my temperature going into the playoffs, I'm feeling like I don't know, you want to call it a B?
Okay.
Like I'm not feeling like an A. Like last year I was chesty, right?
As you should have been. We all should have been.
This year I'm not chesty, but I think
I'm a B minus.
I'm not down. Like I'm not moping into the playoffs. Again, to me, it comes down to this Eagles defense is really good. Jalen Phillips did not play against the Niners. Against the Rams the first game, right? Like they're a little different.
No, and he's
Dory Jackson.
He's quieted down a little bit. He's still playing well, but he's quieted. He didn't come in. He hasn't been the force. I think Carter being out.
Well, Carter being out hurts, but he's also played very well against the run.
Mm-hmm. What's the over under for this Bills game?
It's funny. I just think we're so
44 is the over under
maniacal when it comes to I need to see
I got to see improvement, man. They've been so brutal to watch rushing the ball.
Yeah, but I really don't think it even matters. I don't think
you don't want to make it a little easier for the defense. Let's rush the ball. Let's take up some clock. I don't know. I got to see them be able to run the ball
in the playoffs. But what happens against Buffalo doesn't mean it's going to happen against anybody, no matter what. And you would.
They haven't been good enough to be like, let's not try our best running the ball, let's say, for the playoffs, because they haven't been that good this year.
You're still not going to show certain things. Like, you're going to save certain wrinkles.
Yeah, but I'm talking about basic run plays. To establish an opening and get basic run plays.
But again, the purpose of this game is you get Lane back, right? You play Lane. He looks like he's going to play. And you get your feet wet. Like, so Lane, you might play a half against the Washington in the finale.
Can I say, I hate the schedule makers. This schedule stinks. We all knew, everyone saw the Commanders weren't going to they were going to take a step back, and we got 2 of our last 3 games against them.
The thing that you're talking about, the run game going against the Bills, I would say this would be a great test for them. But when you look at the Bills' ranking in the run game, they're 30th in the league.
No,
but we heard the Bears were terrible too, but they're a playoff team.
No, they're bad against the run.
They're really bad against the run.
Team.
So, like, you would
Trevion
hope,
Henderson hit a couple of home runs against them.
This is not
so
like
if they
a
come out and
team.
they can't run the ball, that's worrisome.
Well, sure.
Yeah, but you're going to be worried on your. My point is, those jitters, like, you're going to feel it no matter who they're playing, because it's a different matchup.
I need to see the run established early. Can I pivot real quick to baseball?
Yeah.
I have a question. And maybe it might be good for Sielski too, but would you do Bichette and Marchand over JT?
Yes.
I would too.
Yes.
I would move on from JT.
Yeah, I go get another.
You got a switch hitting catcher.
I go get another catcher.
He's good defensively.
I would go signed a catcher.
Yeah, I'm kind of moved off to JT. If he's going to be a stickler, like, he should be happy he's getting 2 years here to have decent.
No, I'd rather have Bichette.
Yes,
I would. I think Bichette. I like JT. And I like the way he handles the staff. Like, I would want both, but I need Bichette. Like, I need to change things around. I need to change things up.
Yeah,
right.
I'm down for it. I think because
and whether it's third,
you lose a little offensively, Marshall, but defensively he's close.
Whether it's third or second, no, he's not.
He is.
He's not. No, he's not.
He is.
The way he handles the staff. What are you, nuts?
Defensively behind there, he's got good pop time.
Stop.
Oh, man, good arm.
JT's a great defensive catcher, and
I will
he's
say
stable,
he's a very good. He used to be great. He's very good.
The way the way he handles the staff, like you're not.
That is great. Yes, I know. I am taking that into account.
That's a part of being a great defensive catcher. But yeah, but you asked me the question. We agree. Like, I'd rather have Bichette and change up the dynamic of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I got to extend the lineup right now. If Garcia is a huge question mark, which 1 year at 10 million, what is it, 9 million?
10 mil.
Right, 1 year at 9-10 million. Doesn't, it's going to be a question mark, right? Can he come back and give you a right-handed pop? I'm hopeful, but right now the lineup still is short. It's not extended.
We need even with JT, they need another bat.
Like, you need a cleanup hitter.
Yeah, or someone you can move up into the top 3 and maybe have short.
Like, if you had, well, that's my point. Like, if you had Turner lead off, Bryce hit second, Bichette hit third, and Schwarber hit fourth with Garcia. All right, now we're talking.
Yeah, and
like, if you were you add another right-handed hitter to the top 4.
Yes,
even if Bichette's hitting cleanup, because I know Bryce doesn't like.
Listen, Bryce got to get over that. I'm a 3. I like 3. If he hits 2, it gives you so much more flexibility.
I agree, but if I got to hit Schwarber back at leadoff and go Schwarber, Turner, Bryce, Bichette, I'm okay with that too.
I am, but I'd rather have.
Yeah, would I rather? Yes, I'd rather have Turner lead off.
Yeah,
but
Bryce too.
If that's the case. But my only point is, you have optionality by adding another right-handed bat like Bichette. Mm-hmm. So now you have 4, and you can mix and match them the way you want.
Right, and he gives you flexibility. He can play short. He can play second. He can play third a little bit. I don't know. I liked it. I'm in. I'm out on JT right now. 2 years, 30 mil. Anything more than that.
I think you need JT, and you need a good catcher. Like, I don't know. Like, the one thing about defense up the middle, I believe in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't, but right now I need something happening. And this
right now,
is taking far too long. With the
like, right
JT
now,
stuff.
your center field, like who you playing in center?
Well,
like
the thing, you get Bichette here, you can maybe throw Trey out there. It gives you a little flexibility.
Well, I love that,
here.
right? I love that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I think you need to extend the lineup. I think that, like, the Dodgers have a lineup that goes forever, right? It just does. They do.
Yeah, and the pitching staff that goes forever.
Yeah. All right, we got plenty to do today. Coming up, EJ will give us an insight into the Birds and kind of I know we're all talking about the Niners and all those teams in the West right now, so we'll talk to EJ coming up. Baldy with his breakdown of the league. We'll do the same thing with him. The great Mike Sielski will join us at 10 o'clock. And the Brain to get you set. We'll talk some sports and the whole thing for the holiday week. You like Christmas on Thursday?
I do, yeah, because my other job, I have off Wednesday and Thursday. It's
Kind of
nice.
gives you 2 weeks of.
Yeah, and I like the way
Yeah.
I like the way it lines up on the back end with New Year's, the Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
afterwards.
because you know what happens is like you get New Year's, you get a break the next day.
I hate going back to work January 2nd.
January 2nd blows.
It does,
all right?
right.
It's my least favorite day of the year.
I agree.
Right? So
Yeah.
if we could push January 2nd
Yes.
to January 5th, it works.
It's money.
Right.
Yes.
It works.
Yes.
All right. Lots to get to. Let's talk about some of our friends, shall we?
All right, let's talk about Elkins Chevrolet. This place, they're run by 3 brothers, real brothers. They're there every day, overseeing the operation, making sure you're getting the best deal. They're big sports fans. And this holiday season, they're making sure you get a deal that will feel just as good as a big Birds win. They've got a big inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, and there's no better time to grab one at a price that won't last, whether it's getting to the game, to work, or hitting the holiday road. You'll roll into the new year in the perfect ride at the perfect price. We're talking Elkins Chevrolet. These brothers, they're real brothers. They give you real deals, and they give you a lot of honking good service. You can't ask for more than that, a bunch of honking good service, and they're located really easy. Elkins Chevrolet's Route 73. They're south in Marlton, New Jersey. They got a ton of Chevy trucks to pick from, and there's nothing better than a good Chevy truck. You get some big wheels on it, you look good. Shop now at elkinschevrolet.com, and together, let's drive.
Let's drive. All right, let's talk about the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. Where we at, VG? We got Bills on Sunday. We got there's 3 Christmas games, right? You can check that on the app.
Bills minus 2.5.
Bills minus that's an Eagle line.
I would agree.
That's an Eagle line.
Yeah, I feel
You
good
said
about
the
that.
total's 44. I like the over in that. I could see because Bills defense isn't very good. I could see that. I see that game kind of creeping over a little bit. And then you have all kinds of college, the bowl season. It's all right there on the app. So you can play all your same game parlays and teasers and you name it. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. The BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. All right, now let's go to our man who covers the Birds for all PHLY. Such a great day seeing him yesterday at the Reading Terminal Market.
Yeah.
We had a blast. Everybody was there. We loved the Reading Terminal Market.
I love it.
It's such a happy place. Let's go to our man, E.J. Smith.
Give me that E, give me a J, give me an E.J. Give me that E.J. Smith.
On the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Good morning, EJ. It was great seeing you yesterday.
Ah, man, I had a blast yesterday. I ate way too much food, but you know it's the holidays. We will work on that in January. But it was a lot of fun hanging with you guys yesterday for sure.
What was your favorite food that you ate yesterday?
It's definitely the Uncle Gus's cheesesteak we had on air.
So
you know,
good.
I have dreams about that, but I mean, honestly, everything was so good. We had the original turkey. That was really good. The sandwich that we had there. I got to make sure every time we go there, I learn about something new at Reading Terminal that adds to the rotation. So I'm looking forward to many more shows at RTM.
Yeah, we will be. We love it there. We love it. All right, let's get down to business. Business last night, the Niners, and we saw it. You know, there's some fear now because that team offensively is kind of motoring. Season ends today. Eagles would face the Rams. So let's go through the playoff scenarios. First, there's that outside chance, long shot, they get the 1 seed. A lot has to happen for that. And then it's up to who do you prefer? Like, what do you think the most likely scenario is?
Yeah, I mean, of the field, I sort of see it the same way with you with the Bears, where it's kind of weird. The team that they lost to in the regular season, I'd feel better about that rematch for the Eagles. The 49ers, I know that they looked good offensively yesterday. I don't really fear that team as much as the other ones in the pack here. I mean, obviously, let's take the Packers out of it for a second. If you told me the Eagles matched up with the 49ers in the first round, I wouldn't be that fearful of that. I wouldn't be that fearful of the Bears. The Rams game is tricky. I think if you're the Rams, you feel pretty good going back to the link based off of like the variance from the special teams in the game earlier this season. But at the same time, it's not like the Rams just fired their special teams coordinator. So, that's that variance has been something they've dealt with all year. So if I had to pick one of these, I'd probably pick the 49ers. I really don't fear them as much as the rest of these teams. I think they've really benefited from an easy schedule. And I mean, I know they put up points yesterday. I don't think that happens against the Eagles defense.
Not outside. Like if you had Purdy here,
yeah.
I don't think he does that.
You think they'll punt here?
Yes.
Yes.
I do. Again, I saw them shut down the Packers and the Lions.
I know.
And so it comes down to that defense. Like, I believe that defense will keep them in games.
Yeah, Kittle's awesome. He's one of my favorite players to watch in the league, but the Eagles match up okay with him. They're just like, if you look across the board, McCaffrey, same thing. They fly to the ball. And then, the rush affects Purdy. I don't see there are teams I would worry about getting the Eagles in a shootout. I don't really see the 49ers as one of those teams.
See?
I mean, I don't know. I know they're not playing teams. The Eagles aren't playing teams either, but the Eagles offense doesn't look anything like that 49ers offense. That thing is cruising
I just
right
don't
now.
think. Listen, if they had to put up points, that's a different story. I don't think that they'd have to put up. I don't think that's a shootout. The Rams, you could talk me into that game being a shootout. Seahawks, even. I mean, you could talk me into it. I wouldn't guess it off the bat, but that 49ers team reeks of like classic 49ers teams of like, solid in the regular season, especially this year with the regular season schedule they've had. I'm not really buying it quite yet with them being like a real playoff juggernaut.
I mean,
What? EJ's right. Like, styles make fights, matchups. That's why we were arguing earlier, EJ. He's like, well, I need to see the Eagles do something against the Bills.
Establish the run.
And I was like, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it matters. I don't think the Bills game matters. It's not going to change my opinion. I know what this team is, right? I know it's going to be led by its defense, and I need Jalen to play point guard, and they need them to scratch out, 24 points.
Yeah, the frustrating thing is, I agree with you. I think how the team needs to win. Offensively, I get where VG's coming from because this is the latest we've ever been in a season, and I've got no handle on what it's going to look like offensively. And I think it's the product of they are like this week by week, schematic offense right now. They do what they think works best against the opposing defense they're playing against. They don't dictate. They let the defense dictate to them. And that has proven to have a lot of volatility this year, when you look back at it, because sometimes you're going to get that right. Sometimes you're going to get that wrong. And the byproduct is they don't have anything that they lean on right now. They don't have, Fran would say, they don't have that thing. This is what we do. This is what we're good at. They don't really have that yet. So if you told me that's the run game going into the playoffs, you could talk me into it. But at the same time, I think that this Bills defense, they're so bad against the run. It's kind of like fool's gold, because same thing with the Commanders game last week. These are not good run defenses, especially that Commanders game. That's kind of you see the quit in that team by the end of the game. Just the fact
you got Josh Johnson playing.
Yeah, they got Josh Johnson at quarterback. It's been a terrible season for him.
Yeah.
But to the point about this Sunday's game, the Bills ranked 31st in EPA per rush and 25th in rushing success rate. If you look at the teams that the Eagles are going to play in the playoffs, most likely the Rams, the Seahawks, the Bucks, even the Lions, they all rank in the top 10 in those categories. So it's not necessarily instructive, even if they do run the ball well against this Bills defense.
But isn't it worrisome if they don't? They should be able to.
Sure.
And I want to see them be able to do it.
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah, no,
you're going
I
to be
mean,
worried
'cause
no
they've
matter
done
what.
that.
No, I'm not.
Like, you're
I'll
gonna
be
be
less
worried-
worried if they're
you're
in
gonna be
that
worried,
this
Like,
week.
it's a different matchup.
I'm always worried, but
how you face the Bills in Buffalo.
But if they look
is not how
futile.
you would face the Niners in Philadelphia.
I mean, they did it against the Bears and the Chargers. Those were both bad run defenses, and they did not have
Right.
as much success as you would have thought. So, I mean, but even that wouldn't surprise me because of the fact that we've seen them do it. You know, I think, VG, I think like you're still like holding out hope that you'll have some hope for the Eagles offense by the time that they go into like a high stakes game.
Yes.
That just takes me back to like the Chargers game. When they lost that game, I remember thinking like, we're not going to have a good handle on this offense at this point because it's going to be bad defenses. And, you know, you could see confidence, you know, they build their confidence up and they feel good going into those games. But no matter what happens from here on out, I think it's going to be a wild card when they get into the playoffs. It's going to be which flavor of the Eagles offense are we going to get today?
I just feel I will feel a little better if they can run the ball well against a bad.
Well, that's the
run
point.
defense.
Is you're kidding yourself. Like, you're playing games with yourself.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be
I mean,
tortured if they can't.
I mean,
do
that's
it. If
what
they
it
can't
is.
do it.
You're going to be tortured. Like,
I'm not
to
tortured
me,
if-
again, don't even look at it like that. Just look again. The matchup is so different that what happens Sunday has really no bearing on what's going to happen in 2 weeks.
I think for my psyche, and I think the team's psyche, I think that offensive line, if they come out and they roll, they're going to feel good going into
Again,
the end of
Oh, I
the
think
season.
they'll feel
His
good.
first
I agree
game
with
back.
that. Yeah.
It's his first game back. It's Lane's first game back. Let him just come back. The result is almost meaningless. Let him just come back, get his reps, get healthy, get back to gameplay, get Carter back, and, you know, go from there.
I mean, the players will feel good if Saquon gets over 100 rushing yards consecutive games going into the playoffs. Then yeah, there's a confidence factor that plays in there. But yeah, I mean, again,
you
it's like,
know
I
as
feel
well
like-
as I do that
Confidence matters, eh?
That the slate gets wiped clean. It's all about the playoffs, and
Sure. No, yeah.
their confidence will be dictated by the first series of whoever they play in that divisional, in that wild
I
card
need them
round.
rolling in with some confidence. I can't have confidence depend on the first series.
It's not going to. It doesn't carry over. It's not like
I
they're going to
tend
get
to
hot.
tend to disagree.
Like being hot. Like you get a team that offensively gets rolling. That's not going to happen in week 16, especially when week 17 is going to be truncated.
The playoffs are going to be the thing, you know. Whoever they get in that wild card round, if it looks good, then you all of a sudden can talk yourself into this team making a run. But again, I'm hesitant for these next couple of weeks because it's week 17. Like we should know by now what this offense is, and the fact that we're still searching for answers is the answer, in my opinion. Like that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, it sounds like a philosophy question.
It is. It is. What are the scenarios? Do you have a good handle on the scenarios?
I don't have I defer to Daniz on these, but I can pull them up for you. Because
I know if the season
like,
ended today and everything was status quo, they would play the Rams here.
Right. So let me see here. So
Rams got to be
basically,
going 2-0. They got to end up with the top seed, I think.
yeah, they need Seattle and Chicago to win to get to any chance at the 2 seed. Right? Did you guys already go over these?
No.
Okay. If they lose either of their next 2, I believe, and Chicago wins, hang on. Yeah, so they clinch the 3 seed if they win. No, they already clinched the 3, right?
Yes, they're already
Yeah, I'm
clinched
looking
the
at the wrong
3
thing
seed.
from Dana's here.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes
if
his
they-
charts drive make me a little batty too. They're a little too complex
they're
for
a
my
lot.
mind.
But yeah, I know they still have a chance at the 2. But yeah, the one they got eliminated from the 1 yesterday. So I really think they're locked into the 3, and then it's just a matter of who ends up being the opponent there.
Who would you want to see?
I still think it's the 49ers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Bears, I would feel okay about that as well, but they really, you know, I agree with you. I heard you say this yesterday. Like, I think they are very similar to the Commanders last year. Like they have that, like the hot quarterback, young coach, team that's all of a sudden going to believe, and, you know, they could get on a run, but It's the same thing. It's like this Eagles defense is different than the teams they're going to be playing against. Ben Johnson is a better play caller than Cliff Kingsbury. That's the one thing that gives me a little bit of pause. But
Yeah, but their defense isn't a defense that to me is a Super Bowl kind of make a Super Bowl run behind a defense like that.
Right. Yeah. So but I'd still take the 49ers. If I were the Eagles and I could pick my opponent, it'd be the 49ers. I think I feel pretty good about that matchup.
Give me the Bears. I don't want that Niners offense right now. I'm afraid. Baldy says they put up 30 on anybody. 30 is going to be hard for the Eagles to score, even against that crappy defense.
Again, I think you're sleeping on what EJ said. When you match it up, like matchups are everything.
I get it.
Yeah.
Look at what they neutralize Kittle, right? Because they're so good up the middle, because you have Cooper, you neutralize Kittle. They're good against the run. They don't get killed against the run, right?
No, the second half of the season they
So
tightened up the
I
run
don't think
defense.
like McCaffrey's going to go bananas and run for 180, right? Like part of what you see why they're middle of the road against the run is Fangio's defense. Like it's designed to give up some yards inside. And then Purdy is susceptible to the rush. And it's not like you have three receivers. You got Jennings. I guess Pierce will be back.
Yeah.
All right. Like I'll take my chances with that team.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. I mean, like the Bears game is the only other one. After that, you're starting to talk about real offenses that you're going to have to account for and better defenses. The Seahawks, the Rams. I feel like either of those matchups. I mean, I know the Lions are still like really basically out of it at this point, but I feel like the Eagles got a gift from the Lions basically being out of this because I didn't like that matchup for them. But other than that, even like Packers. None of those teams scare me as much as the Rams.
Yeah, I mean,
do.
like the Packers are a team that I would love to play.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't know if it'll happen.
They don't
but
scare me when they're healthy. The Seahawks don't scare me. I don't know. I can't buy into Darnold. I can't.
The Darnold thing,
can't.
I get it.
If I'm going to look at offenses to be worried about, there's no way I'm more worried about the Seahawks than the Niners. I just can't do it.
I think Purdy and Darnold are
Seahawks
kind of in that
defense
same
is
tier.
so much better than Niners defense, dude.
No, I understand that. But we're
No,
talking
you
about
don't.
getting into a slugfest where we're not going to score a lot of points regardless. I'd rather play the Seahawks offense than the Niners offense.
Yeah,
I don't believe in Darnold, especially with our pressure up the middle.
See, Vici, it's like you're talking about it like what happens if the opposing offense turns it into a shootout.
Yes.
But I think what we're talking about is like which team is going to beat the Eagles 13-9. Because I think that's more likely.
Yeah.
The like who's going to win the slugfest, and that's the Seahawks. If they play the Seahawks, my score prediction is 13-9, and I don't know who scores 13. You know what I mean? Like that's more how I'm looking at it. So I get like if you look at it from the offensive perspective, like which offense is going to put up the big numbers. I don't know which offense that is. Maybe again the Rams are the one that stands out. They could turn it into a shootout. Otherwise, I'm looking at which defense could basically turn the Eagles' offense into a 9-point performance in the postseason.
Yeah, I just don't see the Rams or Niners being held to 13 points. So
Yeah, but again, he's telling you the Niners defense. Like
I know what he's telling me on paper. They seem to match up well.
You're not looking at the other side of the ball. Like the other side of the ball is arguably more important. The other side of the ball is really what I'm going to dictate how, like Seattle. Like Seattle's defense is legitimate. Like I think they're much bigger threat than the Niners.
Yeah, I don't buy into it. I think the Eagles hold the Seahawks to 10 points. I just don't believe in that offense.
And you don't think that they hold the Niners to 10?
No.
Is it who is no. It's just is it Kittle? Is it McCaffrey? Who
It's
is
the
it
whole
that,
combination.
Like,
If they're
got you so
healthy
worried?
with Shanahan.
Well, you act like Purdy's Montana.
Sometimes.
Oh, stop.
Last night he was.
Against a toothless Colts team.
I'm
They
just saying.
scored-
Stop.
Last
Oh,
night he
my
scored
God.
15
They play
points.
anybody. And all of a sudden, Purdy's got you quaking
You
in your
gotta
boots.
respect that offense, man. You guys.
Listen,
The
I
Niners
love
scored 15
Shanahan.
points against the Texans.
I think
they scored
Shanahan
20 against
is-
the Panthers.
Right.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
I think Shanahan's a great coach. I do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Great coach. But like that Seattle team, it's got arguably more wet. The receivers are ridiculous. Now that you add Shaheed to Smith and Jigba.
We got the best corners. I'm not worried about that wide receiver tandem.
All right. I mean,
I'm just telling you, there's something. There's just something. Come on, you can't be worried about facing a team led by Darnold. I'm sorry.
It's not about Darnold.
I know their defense is great. They're like the steel curtain. I get it, but they're still
I'm not telling you
Darnold.
the steel curtain. But the Niners' defense is ratcheted by injuries.
The Niners' defense stinks.
What's the point?
I mean, Warner might be back by the playoffs.
Come on. I don't know, EJ. He's driving me nuts today.
No, I mean, it's a good discussion. I think I see where he's coming from, but again, I think we're looking at it like the defenses are what's going to travel in the playoffs. It's
right.
It's less about that. It's more about that, less about the fear of a shootout. I just don't see it. I don't see the Eagles giving up 30 to the Niners. I don't see it.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. So Lane and Carter both play Sunday.
Yeah, I think that'll be instructive in this game is how both of them look. Lane's coming back off of this Liz Frank injury, obviously making a really quick return from it. And then Carter is, I want to see if he looks closer to himself because if he is close to himself, all of a sudden, the interior of that line is just ridiculous. You think about the way that Carter played against the Rams. We're talking about this matchup with the Rams, the way he played against the Rams in the playoffs, and even earlier this season, that could be like the difference in a playoff game easily. So I want to see how both of those guys look. We'll see how they look out at practice and then in the game.
My brother, great stuff. What's your schedule?
Yeah, we're on at 2:00. We've got Swooper. We've got a Secret Santa with everybody in today, so it should be a lot of fun. I got my Santa hat packed.
It should be a 3-hour show today.
Yeah, go to overtime.
I got to get the locker room.
Overtime.
Go to overtime. I love it. Good stuff. Listen, Merry Christmas to you and your family. We love you. You were a great present in 2025.
Ah, man, no, this is the gift right here. Talking football with you guys. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you all. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, buddy. All right, now let's go to our man, Santa Baldy.
This man's cooler than Santa.
Yeah, well, he's Santa Baldy.
It should be Santa Baldy Claus. Baldy Claus, I like.
Yeah, Baldy Claus. I'm down with that. Yes. On the Comcast, on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line, Baldy Claus.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Ay, Baldy. Oh, he likes pizza and football.
Oh, Baldy. There he is. What's up, Baldy Claus?
Ooh, nice shot at a tree.
Yeah, man. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is to anybody out there.
Where are you at?
Guys,
Florida or Jersey?
I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida right now. Yep. Got to head to Charlotte this weekend for a little Panthers and Seahawks action. But got a couple of parties to throw here the next couple of days. So we're getting ready.
I like it.
Do you have trees in both locations, Baldy, or just in the Florida one?
No, both places, man.
Yeah.
You got to celebrate Christmas in Jersey and in Florida.
Nice.
Different styles.
That's right. He's a style.
Different
man.
trees, different styles. Yeah.
That's right. It's
Real trees or artificial?
Matchups.
Oh no, only real trees. Only real trees.
It's all
9
about
feet. Yeah.
It's all
9
about the
feet tall.
matchups, right, Baldy?
Yeah, I mean you can't fake a tree. Like there's just no place for it. Now that tree, you can smell the pine. You smell the pine in that tree right
He
there.
just goes out in the woods and rips a tree down, throws it over his shoulder.
I did that before. I didn't rip it out. But I used to cut them down back when you go get the axe and don't even get the chainsaw. Just go get the axe and cut them down.
If people in the chat are asking, Baldy, do you have a great Santa story? You ever go partying with a Santa or dress as Santa yourself?
I don't have a good Santa story. I'm just trying to think the different locations where I might have been over the years where I might have celebrated. But I don't think I have a really great entertaining Santa story right now.
What was your best Christmas gift?
Mike, the best gift I've ever received?
Yeah.
I think the first time I got a really good Christian Brothers hockey stick living in Minnesota.
Wow.
I go out to the rink, man.
Yeah.
We used to have this backyard. We had this backyard. The house should never have been built where it was built, where we were living. And everybody's yards down this block used to drain into the back of our yard. So we always had a frozen pond in the backyard, like every winter. And we just go out and shovel it before we could go across the street behind the school, and they had rinks back there. But I just used to go out and just start, lifting the pucks in the backyard, man, just slamming them into fences and stuff. So I think I got a really good curve. I had the tape on it just right. And that stick, man, I could really, just flick. I could just flick that wrist, man, and just lift that puck. I thought that was the coolest
thing. I see you picking corners.
Top shelf. Top shelf, the whole thing. We had all those games in the backyard we were playing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Sammy from the UK asking if you have a good Mrs. Claus story.
Yeah. Well, she's sleeping right now. I don't know.
All right, buddy. Let's get to last night and the Niners, who looked really good. The West poses the greatest threat to the Eagles. So we've been debating all morning about, kind of where are they at. Where are you at with the threats that face the Eagles?
Oh, I think they're all real. Really real. If you just watch the 49ers, this has been going on now. Brock Purdy came back from a toe injury, and Mac Jones played really good. Like he held serve. He won a lot. He helped win a lot of games. And, Brock had a rough first outing. And since then, he's just been brilliant. And, one thing about the 49ers, they're fully healthy. And just watching them last night and then going and studying it this morning, Kyle Shanahan is just, he's just an innovator, whether it's formations, whether it's the way that they attack. They attack early in the game. Their two best pass rushers, Laiatu Latu and DeForest Buckner, in the run game.
Yeah.
Because Kyle knows those guys get paid to sack the quarterback. So he made him play the run, and they attacked him in different ways, whether it was a double team with Kittle coming in motion, whether it's cutting on the backside with Juice. Brock Purdy throws 5 touchdown passes to 4 different receivers, and he just knows the anticipated coverage, the route combination to attack it, and then the quarterback's getting the ball out on time. And so basically, for the most part, outside the left guard, they've been fully healthy the entire year up front. And so they're not a very good defense. They just are very vanilla. They don't have a lot of playmakers. But offensively, they can go up and down the field on you like they did last night.
Well, I liked what they did to Zaire Franklin, too. With McCaffrey, Shanahan is his design is top notch, man. Him and McVay are ridiculous.
We just wonder if McCaffrey is ever going to run out of juice. He's got 372 touches. He's still got 2 games in the postseason to go. He's going to get over 400. He's going to get over 100 catches. He's going to get over 2,000 yards. The offense runs through him. And so they had a good night last night. He got on the Highway 71. Trent Williams a bunch of times. They're a left-handed team. They like to go to the left. But they're very, very good. Now you have to really – that's a good matchup for Vic. Whether it's them, whether it's Seattle, whether it's the Rams, you're going to get tested by all 3 offenses.
So here's the one thing. I think the Eagles defense matches up against the Niners, right? They're good against the tight end, right? They're good against the run. They have the corners to shut down Jennings. I know Pearsall played too. And they can get after Purdy a little bit. So I think, listen, I respect the Niners, but I think the matchup, I think the Eagles do match up, especially if the game's here, outside.
Well, okay, that's fine. Those things are all real. They're better than the Colts. So the Colts corners are terrible. So they're far better than the Colts. But, their special teams, the weakness of the team over the last 4 years has been special teams. Now, Pinheiro missed a 64-yarder, hit the crossbar from 64 yards out. That's the only miss he's had.
Yeah, I know.
If Kyle gets to the 40-yard line, they basically could count on 3 points. But in the return game, Sky Moore's been excellent. In the coverage game, you watched Jair Brown last night rip that ball out of Amir Abdullah's hands. They play all 3 components of the game. They're very good in special teams. And I don't know how many special teams coordinators and kickers the 49ers have gone through in the last 4 years, but a bunch. But they've got it right now. So, they're looking to steal a possession like they got last night. That helped. They can play ball control with the best of them. They'll dink and dunk with the best of them and keep you off the field. So, and the quarterback's not making any mistakes. So it's a good test.
So who would you fear the most of all the opponents?
Oh, the Rams.
Yeah.
I'd fear the Rams. The Rams came here, and they had 26 points at halftime in that game. Then that was first week in October, I think. But I mean, that team, because of because of the quarterback, because of McVay, because of the receivers, because the defensive line is really good. They cover for some average cornerback play, but that's the team that I think everybody would fear the most right now in the NFC.
Agreed. You have the Rams here. Who's second? Is it Seattle?
Well, look, Chicago came here and they just ran right through the Eagles. Now, maybe that doesn't happen again. I don't know, but they don't have any fear. Well, okay, you make the faces. They lead the league in takeaways. All right, I mean that's real. They keep happening. The quarterback. You can debate the quarterback how good he is. He plays fearless. Like he's going to extend plays. He's going to make like that throw to win the game to DJ Moore. All right, I mean he got a good look at it. He threw a perfect ball. And that you don't know what he's going to do in a big spot. If you face Seattle, you just know that Sam Darnold's not going to play a clean game.
Right.
Like he's going to give you a chance. But other than that, I mean, Speed and Shaheed are out running with Jackson Smith and Jigba, tight ends that, creativity in the offensive game plan. Defensively, they're very good. So they present problems, but I just, nobody trusts Sam Darnold in a big spot right now.
Agree. No, and I'm with you. But like to me, if I want to size up, like I look at the Bears, and I fear Ben Johnson, but their defense isn't a toothy defense, that Bears defense. And I kind of think they're like the Commanders a little bit. I think that they're hot, they're playing well, but even though they had some takeaways, look who they played. Something like I've seen that defense get riddled.
We went to Green Bay and it came down to the final play. Then they beat Green Bay. They're a good team. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, if you got to see him again, like the guy had another interception last week. Like the guy is just a thief. He's a good player, man. I don't care.
So you got the Bears too?
I have the Bears probably 3 right now.
Okay.
I would say the Eagles and Bears are right. They're right there. But I would say the Rams, the 49ers are going to present problems for people. They're just going to present problems because offensively, they know how to move the football. They know how to control the football. They'll make it a 7 or 8 possession game. So then you can't have the typical 3 and outs that the Eagles love to go through in every game.
Right.
You can't have those. You can't have those possessions because then if you have enough of those in the first, you're going to be playing from behind. Which
you don't want to play from behind. Eagles are not a behind team.
Well, they came from behind 26-7 to beat the Rams. Like they could come
one time. Do you feel comfortable?
It's not what they want to do.
Right.
It's not how they want to do. Like, so I don't know. Like, I don't know that you're going to get Lane Johnson back. Like that. To ask him to come back from a Liz Frank with no surgery is going to be hard. We'll see. But I don't think you can count on that right now. And so you've got average offensive line play. I'm not sure how Juergens made the Pro Bowl. I'm not denigrating it. I don't know how he beat out a couple other guys. Drew Dahlman in Chicago. I mean, pick a couple guys.
You should be doing the Pro Bowl. You see every player. You should be it should just be Baldy's Pro Bowl.
The Baldy Bowl.
Well, I just roll my eyes at some of these picks. But I've been in the voting. I've been in the room when you're voting. Like it's not, at least now there's others. There's fans, there's media. It's not just players. Yeah. But I've been in the room when players vote. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke how they do it.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. And the media doesn't do it the way you do it. They don't see every player and analyzing each position. You analyze each position. So we're talking about Sunday.
Yeah.
What's your assessment when you look at Eagles and Bills? Like, I'm kind of the opinion that and this is where VG and I are kind of debating, that it really doesn't matter. Like, obviously you want to feel good about yourself, but the matchup is going to be completely different whoever you play in the first round of the playoffs. That I don't know. I mean, I kind of have an understanding of who the Eagles are.
I don't agree with that at all.
You're with VG.
Like, no, I mean, James Cook is running his ass off right now. And Chicago already ran through him. Like, go play some run defense. Go show us. I mean, Jordan Davis is playing great football. Go play some run defense. You're going to have to do that in the postseason, cuz. Like, James Cook right now, they got their healthy offensive line up front. Like, Josh Allen threw the ball 19 times in that game, down in this weekend. And they just ran right through New England. So those are two good defenses, and James Cook carved them up. Like, he's a home run hitter. Like, he'll get you 5 yards a carry. Like, he's probably going to win the rushing title. All right? So
yeah, I agree with everything you say.
You want to get ready for the postseason, go sharpen your knives. Like, go shut it down.
No, I guess I guess I did a bad job explaining. I'm looking at it like the matchup is going to be complete. Yeah, you want to go play and feel good about yourself and everything you just said.
Okay.
But the matchup it's not going to make me feel any different what I see on Sunday coming into the first round of the playoffs. And we were really talking about offense. Like, I kind of know who they are. They're going to have to scratch out offensively, scratch out 24 points. Like, they're going to have to go out and Jalen's going to have to play point guard and Saquon's going to have to run it. Like, that's who they are.
Okay, okay, but to beat the Raiders and beat the Commanders, and I don't know if that makes you feel good about yourself. You feel good about yourself when you beat a quality opponent. That's when you feel good about yourself. Like, nobody should feel good coming off that field against the Raiders or last week against what they're so uncompetitive at this point. You just wonder. Right? Like, I want to actually see them against a good opponent. I want to see what they got. I know that they've got the division sewed up, but they really can't afford to relax. They're not that good, and they haven't proven that they're that good.
Yeah, I'm not saying relax. I'm saying you got to go out and play. I'm not saying rest it. I'm just my opinion. I kind of have an idea of who they are. I like, no matter what really happens on Sunday, it's not going to completely change my opinion.
No, I understand your point. Like, it's still going to be the same group. Week 1, wild card weekend. I understand that. I understand that part. But I feel like you learn a little bit more about everything every week. Like, for example, last week. Now it's Washington. But, Jalen was under center 10 times. You got the second biggest run of the season out of it. You got 2 touchdowns out of it. You got the Bigsby touchdown. You got, Jalen threw a touchdown out of it. Like, that's, they got to keep working on that. It's going to be important because these teams, I mean, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Kirk Cousins did a great job this week of explaining the evolution of defense.
I saw it. It was awesome.
It was brilliant. It's really very, very good. And he really, I mean, I almost want to go and do a breakdown on exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And take his words and what he's talking about and then show people what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to pierce some of these defenses and they're not going to give you the deep ball, then you got to attack them in different ways. And this has been since that Minnesota game this year. They've really been working on it, and they got 10 snaps out of it the other day. And Buffalo's his own defense that plays that shell. Their safeties are backpedaling at every play. So, Gregory Rousseau just had the best game I've ever seen him play. Bosa's having a renaissance. Like, this is fun on Sunday.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. How does Phillip Rivers at 45 years old go off the couch as a grandfather, and he was in that game? Like, a game got out of control at the end, but he still hung in there, made throws. Like, it shows you about the position and understanding.
Listen. Let me tell you this. Last night, anybody who watched it that coaches, I don't care if it's coaching your son, cuz at St. Joe's in college or the pros, when they watch every play caller, offensive coordinator, Phillip Rivers is the envy because of what he sees and what he knows. You wish every quarterback could diagnose defenses and get guys lined up and in position to do what he did last night. Now, the mobility has never been there. The arm is diminished, all that stuff. But the brain and what you can do up here, like, that's still the biggest weapon of any quarterback in his whole business. It never, you can look at, because that's where we always go wrong. We always go wrong. Oh, we look at arm strength at the combine. We look at, how fast Mike Vick can run. We look at all these things, but we can't get inside here. Phil Rivers hasn't been there 2 weeks. He's calling out every defense. He's getting everybody lined up. He's never thrown a ball to Alec Pierce in his life until last week, and he throws 2 touchdown passes.
I know. I remember Joe talking to Flacco, like, I don't know, this was about about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, just what he sees. He's like, I could just see it. Like, I see it. Because I was asking him when he went to the Bengals, right, in 3 days and was able to process. He's like, I just kind of see every defense and I'm able to, like, cliff note it. Like, it's so interesting, man. Like, those guys, the wisdom is awesome.
Well, you think about it. I mean, Philip Rivers, for the most part, was never hurt. For the most part, Tom Brady was never hurt. 1 year, he tore the AC. I mean, these guys that live on a postage stamp 5 yards behind the center, and they can just stand in the middle of the ring and parry punches and not ever have to run and ever put themselves in harm's way. And he didn't get hit last night. Now, the 49ers don't have a great pass rush. He didn't even get hit. He had a 3rd and 13. He threw it to Josh Downs. He called the perfect play. He got literally a Steph Curry, clear out to Josh Downs. And he literally just stepped up to the only opening on the defensive line where he had a good vision, and he just does the shot put throw to Josh Downs for the first down. Like, there is a lot of wisdom to be gleaned from players that play the game like that. If you're looking for longevity in this business.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I mean, just like we have marveled over Lamar Jackson for 7 years and what he can do. At Patrick Mahomes and what he can do. And look at both of them right now. One's hurt, okay? Lamar Jackson, he can't get anywhere near the speed that he used to run with.
No.
But this is what happened. The cumulative hits that you take, they can't do that when they're 45, no matter what they learn right now. Their bodies aren't going to allow them to do it.
Hey, speaking of quarterbacks, Drake May was unbelievable Sunday night. Oh, my God. Coming back, and like they lost Travion, right?
Yeah,
so
Henderson.
They put the whole game on his hands. He threw it for like the entire fourth quarter. It was a spectacle.
Well, that was probably the best game Stephon Diggs has played all year. Like, he had 9 catches and every kind of catch, whether it was beating double coverage, whether it was separating from Nate Wiggins, who's their best corner, you name it. But he sees the field. So, I mean, he's one of those guys. Now, he's gifted, very gifted, because of his ability to move. But he doesn't, it's his last option. He wants to stay right there and just diagnose and go through these progressions like Kirk Cousins was explaining the other day. And he's really good at it. But thank God he's good. Thank God Bo Nix is good. We need young quarterbacks on the field. Yeah, I can't imagine going to the postseason with a bunch of backup quarterbacks. It'll be unwatchable.
I know. No, you're right on, brother. Listen, I know you're going to run great stuff as always.
Yep.
Merry Christmas. I'll text you.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
BG, yeah.
All right.
Have
Merry
a good
Christmas,
one, man.
Baldy.
We'll see you. We'll see you post-Christmas here this week. Get ready for Buffalo.
Yeah. We love you. See you, buddy.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Here he is, Baldy, checking in. I knew he would agree with you because every game matters to Baldy.
He's smart, man. He knows ball. So does VG.
Every game, yeah. Every game matters.
Good to have Baldy on Team VG. Good. Feels good. I so wish I would have had a cigarette. I could just sit here when you cut to me.
Well, I knew it. I knew he was going to kind of have that take, which is, well, it's again matters. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change. Like, I know who the Eagles are, and let's see who they line up with wild card weekend. Who's on the other side?
When I lay my head
and that matchup,
lay my head on the pillow tonight.
The Pro Bowlers are out.
You're right.
For the Eagles.
Yeah.
5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Landon, who got it?
No.
Got Juergens?
No. Juergens,
Yeah.
DeJean, Carter, Mitchell, and Bond are the 5 that are going.
Juergens, I don't know how.
I don't know how Juergens is on that list.
But hey, look, it's always good, and even Carter.
I know.
Does Carter deserve to be a Pro Bowler?
I think
Not this year.
I think Davis.
Coop does over that.
Coop does.
Yes.
I think Davis should have been on there.
Quinyon,
Jordan Davis
did you say
should be,
Quinyon?
yes.
Quinyon Mitchell,
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean, Zach
Oh,
Bond.
DeJean is there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davis 100% should have been.
Yeah, I think Davis over
Carter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Davis has been fantastic. Been fantastic. All right, let's take a quick TO. We got our man, the columnist from the Inquirer, coming up, the great Mike Sielski. But first, let's talk some business. Let's talk how we watch these games. Xfinity, yes. Don't be like VG. The reason why he's out every night is because his setup at home stinks.
Thanks.
All right. You don't want to, he's lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find a game.
Thanks, Stunk.
All right. It's all right. But he is a big football fan. Do yourself a favor. Create your ultimate destination where you can find the best games, your favorite teams, all in one place and watch it all next level. The perfect fan flex of the action right in your living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear, it feels like you're in the stadium. On top of that, you get real-time notifications, live stats right in your television. The best seat in the house every time. That's right. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more, Xfinity.com. You want to do it next level, baby.
Got to. Get the
Holidays, man.
4K.
Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. All right. Let's talk about Parks Casino and give the gift of entertainment this holiday season. There's still time to go because we have the great acts at the Excite Center just announced. February 28th, country artist Brett Young. March 14th, comedian Tracy Morgan. April 3rd, Cheap Trick. May 14th, the Wallflowers. You a Wallflower man?
No.
All right.
Cheap Trick, yes.
All right. You got Grand Funk Railroad still available. It's January 17th. Jefferson Starship, January 31st. You got Piano Man Generations, tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel on February 7th. Go to parkscasino.com to buy tickets for all shows. Going to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I was at Punk Rock Flea Market this weekend. I got you a little something for the holidays.
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't
buddy?
resist it.
Ooh, and the cheetah.
Punk, what was it?
Punk Rock Flea Market down at the Armory, 23rd Street Armory.
In the cheetah wrap.
Nice little Tony Soprano tree ornament.
Wait, this is it.
He's drinking the orange.
Right? This is the great scene where he's in it. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
This is the great scene where Tony Soprano is he's in his bathrobe, he grabs the orange juice, and he goes, "It's got pulp." Right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I like some pulp." Because if you look at the orange juice, right, it's either no pulp, some pulp, or pulp.
There is a some pulp?
Yeah,
There's
is
a
like
some pulp, yeah.
There's like a medium pulp.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Chunky," because she found, nails and all this other stuff, fake nails in his pants. And she throws the thing at him.
It was a toss-up. They had that one, and they had Paulie and Joey in the where they're in the woods in the cold.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the
Christopher.
That's
Yeah,
a great
Christopher,
scene.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a great when they're running through the woods.
I
that
gotta
one.
go Tony.
I like the Tony one. The Tony one's great. That's fantastic. Thank you, VG.
Sure.
That's very cool. All right, now let's go to our man, columnist for the Inquirer. Coming up shortly. All right.
10:15.
What's that?
10:15.
Oh, my bad. All right. I thought I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So we got Sielski coming up, then the brain. So we'll do that. I don't know, dude. I look at this thing, and if I said to you on a scale of 1 to 10,
What's the thing? The Eagles?
the Eagles playoff run, because I'm consumed by it. All this football we've watched, right? Mm-hmm. It's insane. 1 to 10, where are you at? 10 being supreme confidence.
Confidence that they win a Super Bowl?
Well, make a real
That
run.
they make a real run? 7.
See, that's pretty good.
6.5, 7.
Yeah.
What are you at?
I'm probably around the same. But if I'm going to be honest, like I want to say 7. But if I'm being honest with myself, it's probably a 5.
5? Oof. Last year it was a 10.
Right.
Felt like a good
Last
10.
year was like there's always like a little pang, but it's like a 9.8.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
This year, I want to say 7, but if I'm going to go be honest with myself, because I'm arguing with myself,
Yeah.
it's probably closer to a 5.
5.
Yeah. Like I don't feel like a 2 or a 3,
Yeah.
but
So
I mean, like you got to play wild card weekend, right? So you already got to make a real run.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be playing road games.
yes.
I mean, unless there's some kind of
But
everything felt right last year, right? Like you got the Rams at home in a snowstorm,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Commanders upset the Lions.
Yeah, perfect.
So you didn't have to travel to Detroit.
Everything worked out.
Like, because,
splendidly.
I mean, who knows? As much as they were banged up defensively, nobody wanted to go to Detroit in that dome and play that team.
So let me ask you, if you're a Rams fan, what would your number be?
If I'm a Rams fan, that's a great question. I'd say if I was a Rams fan, I'd be an 8.8.
How about a Seahawks fan?
I don't know, 6.5.
So
Yeah.
we're all in
maybe
agreement.
I would be with the Eagles. Like maybe like I would be like right around the same because Darnold. Like you guys are right about Darnold. That's not the Seahawks. To me, that's the biggest you have to overcome. The biggest factor you have to overcome is Sam Darnold.
And when your quarterback's your biggest factor, that's an issue.
But they're good around him, and he's got a way of like in those games where he threw the picks, he came back and played a great fourth quarter.
Recently.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's got that playoff memories in his head.
Well, last year is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
He had the meltdown last year. But
Yeah,
against the Rams, he threw the first game. He threw a big. He had 4 interceptions first game, and they were still in it till the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like that's my fear. Like, yeah, is he going to throw one? Without a doubt. But my fear is that they do enough to stay in the game and could still overcome that.
Yeah, no, I think when
And
it's
I've seen them do
it's a
that.
playoff game and the pressure's there,
Well,
Yeah,
that was one.
that changes.
That's
for
only
Darnold.
one game, though.
I know, but that was
I don't know how he handles the pressure from the Eagles coming at him.
BG just reminding him about last
Like
year's
Jordan
collapse.
Davis, you get Jalen Carter potentially back. I mean, it's a tough,
Dude,
tough
they
matchup for him.
need Carter. Carter has to be close to himself.
Yeah.
Like, they need that.
Sam Darnold will be skittish. Big
Because,
little
again,
deer
if
out
you
there.
got a real Jalen Carter with the way this front is playing, with Phillips, because we haven't really seen the
nasty.
real Carter and with also Phillips and BG rolling.
Yes.
In his handful of snaps, he makes a difference.
And temperature-wise, Colb's in the chat says a 6, maybe a 5. Joe's saying like 5 today, but if they kick the Bills' butts, he's at a 7. Yeah, everyone's kind of about the same, I feel like.
A lot of 6-7s today.
Hey, you had to say it.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
The 6-7.
A lot of people saying it.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, well, K-Red started it in the chat with
Oh, did he?
6-7.
Yeah. Well, good. Good for K-Red. That's good. You take it. I like it. All right. Now let's go. I want to ask Mikey, the fabulous columnist for the Inquirer. He's the best. Mike Sielski on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Here comes Mike Sielski.
Good morning, Michael.
Morning, guys. It's snowing, so I got my hat on.
It's snowing out. Not in the city.
It's snowing up here in the burbs.
Is it? Look
Bucks
at
County,
that.
Bucks County snow.
Look at that.
Bucks County snow. That's right.
Nice.
When we going to steal on bikes together, Mike?
We're gonna tune it. Put BT up next side by side.
We just got off the docks. We're working at the
We
port.
did.
You want to talk about the two least dock workers? You two.
Come on, dude. We were loading oranges all morning off the ships.
I'm the most literary dock worker
The
that's
two
out
of you
there.
together couldn't lift a crate of oranges.
Come on,
You're not
man.
lying there.
Mikey, where are you at confidence-wise, 1 to 10, going into the playoffs? Here we sit 2 weeks out. 10 being supreme confidence. Where would you be at?
I'm at like a 6 or 7 because of their defense. I wrote this after they beat the Raiders. That it's the Raiders, I know, and this was the Commanders with Marcus Mariota and Josh Johnson. But I just have this feeling, guys, that they are going to make a deep run in the NFC and maybe even reach the Super Bowl, and it's going to be excruciating every step of the way.
Why,
Like,
you
you're
have a feeling? I love it.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, look at Sielski
I
coming
love
in.
it.
I
I
do.
love that you have a gut feeling.
Yeah, obviously, if you've watched them all year, you can't exactly like point to the offense and say, "Oh, it's the consistency and explosiveness of the offense." But that defense is really tough and really good, and they just might end up winning these games 20-17, 23-20, and leaving everybody in the Delaware Valley with no fingernails at all because they will have chewed them all off. But I think the defense is good enough to get them there.
So I love that. I love the fact that you have that kind of optimism. I agree. I think their defense. I kind of know who they are. My only fear would be, again, if you played the Rams, right? Depending on the matchup, where you're playing them. If you're outside, all right. I just don't want to get into any kind of shootout because I still don't trust the offense.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And the Rams would be the one team, obviously, in the entire conference where I would go into that game saying, okay, I would be surprised if the Eagles won this game, especially if they're playing at SoFi, because McVay is so good and Stafford is so good, and they'll find a Dory Jackson or whatever the soft target happens to be that day, and they'll just exploit it, right? And, remember, they needed 2 blocked field goals and Jordan Davis sprinting to the end zone at the end the first time around to beat them. But if they get the number 2 seed, which is certainly possible, then you're not facing the Rams until the championship game, presumably. And then anything goes. So, look, am I predicting they're going to get there? I'm not. They are not the same team, but they're going to get Lane Johnson back. They're going to get Jalen Carter back. They seem to have, to your point, Ann, about knowing what they are. I think we all know what they are. I think they've kind of reconciled themselves to who they are. And they fit, despite all these years of wanting to throw the ball and wanting to build a franchise quarterback, et cetera, they fit into what the NFL is now, which is, unless you have Josh Allen or Matthew Stafford at his best, it's just an amalgamation and a mixture of teams trying to figure it out. And they're one of them, and they're better at it than most. And the sport right now is built around your defense to a large degree, and they have one of the best in the league.
Yeah. How would you rank the opponents that you fear the most? So Rams would be 1.
Rams would be 1. Now that the Lions are out of it, they would have probably been my number 2. I guess you have to say Seattle, but I really don't fear Sam Darnold against Vic Fangio. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I need to have watched more of Darnold.
I think that's
over the
a
last couple
prevalent
years.
opinion. I think that's
I just don't. I just think that Vic.
What scares me about the Seahawks is they've overcome Darnold's mistakes to stay in games, right? Like the last game against the Rams, he again bad interceptions, and he wound up having a good fourth quarter. Like, I just don't want to be in a position where I need to score a lot, right? Like
Well, that would be why the other team that would scare me would be the Niners, right? Because if Kyle's on his game one week and they're able to play McCaffrey off of their passing game and the Eagles can't get pressure on Purdy, that would give me some concerns too.
Now, I will say, I think the Eagles match up against the Niners, right, because of Kittle. I think they handle the tight end well. You got Cooper. And if the game was played here.
Game is outdoors, yeah.
I like in a cold, like I don't fear their receivers. I think the Eagles would win the game. The Eagles are pretty stout, like when it matters. Like they'll give up some fat yards against in the run game, but if they really need to shut it down, they shut it down.
Yeah, I think this is part of the reason why you got to play all out these, certainly these final two games, certainly Sunday against the Bills. Like this is a good measuring stick game. It is. Like, the Bills are not bereft of talent other than Allen. It's, there's this narrative out there that Josh Allen is doing this all by himself. And that's just not true. Like their running game is really good. And while their wide receivers aren't very good, their tight ends are excellent. So, like Sunday matters. Sunday matters from
I
a lot of
know
different
I'm
levels.
in the minority here. VG said the same thing. Like, I'm in the minority. I don't think it matters as much as we think because the matchup, I'm a big believer in the matchup. I'm like a matchup person. So no matter what happens Sunday, it's not going to either shake me to the core or suddenly go Super Bowl. I'm kind of understanding like that. All right, I need to see who the matchup is, what the road looks like, and I have a good idea of who they are.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And if they lose, 27-24 because Allen went superhero on them,
right?
That's one thing. If their offense tears the defense apart, that's something else. Look, generally speaking, you're right, but I do think that it would be, I don't know if reassuring would be the right word, but just the idea of, hey, we came out, we beat the Raiders and the Commanders, but then we beat the Bills, who are good and a contender. That tells you that we're heading into the playoffs in the right way.
Yeah, I just need to see a little something, especially for me for the run game. They've looked like they may have fixed it a little bit. I know the Bills' rush defense stinks, but they should be able to run for 150 yards on Sunday against the Bills. That would make me feel much happier. Not much happier, just a slightly more confident going into the playoffs.
They can definitely rush for 150 yards if they get rid of that shotgun snap handoff to Saquon, where he's standing still and standing to Jalen's left, and everybody in the stadium knows he's getting the ball and he's going to run to the left side. I mean, I just excise that play from your playbook, please. I just don't understand why they continue to run it.
Or where they try and draw them off sides from the shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. And look, the tush push is. I wrote about this off the Washington game. Like they can't think in terms of having that anymore. It's not automatic. It didn't work, Saturday against the Commanders. Now maybe it helps that Lane comes back, but that's a big deal. They're going to have to, and maybe it leads to some more creativity. We've seen Patullo expanding the playbook a little bit these last few weeks. Maybe not having the tush push or assuming you don't have it leads to more of that kind of creativity.
Yeah, they look a little afraid to run the tush push.
Would you? Like, I watched the way the Ravens ran it with Andrews. I saw the Steelers do it, or not a tush push, but they had Jonnu Smith lined up in the backfield. Would you do it with Goddard?
I'd think about it.
Yeah.
I'd think about it. You've already got the residue there of being the best to do it. So if there's a way to tweak it that you can get back some of that dominance, but I don't know. They just seem afraid to run it, and I don't know how much of that is based on Jalen just not wanting to run it.
Yeah. They're like, you could see, like, you watch quarterbacks, and Baldy brought this up a little while ago about the quarterbacks taking a beating, like the mobile quarterbacks who just wear down. Like, it was interesting before Lamar left because of the back. The whole story in Baltimore is like he's not running.
He's not running, right?
Right, like. And then there was a play where he was being tracked by two Patriots, but he had the angle, and he didn't take it.
He didn't take it. Yeah, we talked about this on the radio. Robert Ellis and I have talked about this on Saturdays on IP. We forget that Jalen sustained a concussion last year.
Right.
And it's this conundrum, right? On the one hand, you need him running, and you need him running fearlessly for the offense to be everything it can be. But I understand that he doesn't want to do that. He got concussed. And at some point, a quarterback, whether it's a Jalen, whether it's a Donovan, whether it's a Michael Vick, when he first gets under Andy Reid, has to make the transition to being a guy who doesn't need to do that to be all that he can be.
It is interesting, man, because at some point you just can't rely on it. You just take too many hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Tua. Look at not that Tua was anything approaching Vic but he can't. Like, his career's probably over now because he's taken so many concussive hits. He clearly has been told, like, go down. You cannot take another hit now. And he's useless.
Yeah. That's why I thought the Giants were foolish in the way they were using Dart. Like, they're using him so much in the run game. And I'm going, all right, well, he's athletic and it's great. But the minute he gets the one concussion, you're like, he's had two already. Like, that's a lot for your rookie year, and you got to back off a little bit.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's it's what we saw in Major League Baseball with respect to starting pitchers, right? That they made so much money and were so important that teams didn't pitch them into the 7th and 8th inning as much anymore because God forbid they would get hurt. Now, obviously, there are statistics that back up, hey, third time through the lineup, et cetera, et cetera. But the sport is lesser for the fact that the starting pitchers don't stay in games longer because teams are afraid that their investments will go down the tubes if these guys tear a ligament or something like that. And it's similar with quarterbacks. These guys are taking so many hits, and the teams have so much invested in them, whether it's a Jalen or a Tua, that they're probably saying, like, don't do it. And the guys themselves are saying, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's certainly the case with Jalen. Hey, let's switch gears real quick to the Phillies.
Okay.
And in your eyes, have they done enough?
I mean, it depends on what you mean by enough. Are they going to win 90 games to get into the playoffs and have a shot? Yeah, they probably will. Have they done enough to where they and everybody else goes, oh, they're clearly better, and we feel better about their chances going into next season? No, I don't think they have. Have they helped the bullpen? I think the bullpen's probably a little bit better. I think there's a case to be made that, you're losing Matt Strahm, who was fearless in taking the ball all the time, but wasn't as good in 2025 as he was in 2024. And so you take a calculated risk there. You get rid of Castellanos, it seems like you got basically like a replacement level guy. I know you're higher on the possibility of them getting more production out of right field now. But I don't think they did enough. They didn't do enough where you go, okay, they clearly see the Dodgers as we can go get them, and we're taking the steps to go get them.
Have they done enough to even say this is their division?
Well, tell me are the Mets better? Are the Braves better?
Yeah, I mean, they've tweaked.
Yeah, they've kind of done what the Phillies have done.
Yeah.
And the Phillies were the best team in that division last year. So, until proven otherwise, I'm going to assume they still are.
See, my biggest fear is I still need them to break up the Bohm, Stott, Marsh thing. Like, I don't want to go into another season with the three of them. Like, two of them's fine, but three of them, and then you're adding Crawford, who I'm hopeful about, but he's a left-handed kind of not a lot of power. I mean, I don't know where you're better at.
Yeah, there's a staleness to it. I think that's kind of what you're getting at, right? Like, why do you assume that suddenly Alec Bohm is going to be better or different from the hitter he's been, or the temper tantrum kind of guy he's been? Why is Bryson Stott going to hit more? Why is Brandon Marsh going to suddenly put it together for a full season? That's totally fair. But they were still the second best team in the league last season, basically, right? If they play the Dodgers in a 7-game series, maybe they win that series. So some of it was, I can understand the frustration, and I can also understand them saying, like, hey, we just happened to draw the Dodgers in the first round, and it sucks that we did, because in a 4-game series, it comes down to Trey Turner not making a play at the plate, or Orion Kirkering panicking on a grounder back to the mound. And that's the only difference between us and the Dodgers going to the World Series.
Yeah, my only problem is, like, with that mindset, year to year, it's not like, hey, this is going to.
I know what you mean.
Last year we were just right there. That's not your benchmark, right? Like you're not guaranteed that. Is my point.
Yeah, they've in for a dime, in for a dollar with these core guys, right? They re-signed Schwarber. They've already got Harper and Turner. These guys have to hit. They have to play. Harper's got to be better. Turner's got to stay healthy and continue to be the guy he was for 3/4 of the regular season last year. Continue being that guy. And then maybe we can talk. Maybe, then you get to the midseason and they start to make some moves. But I like what they did with the bullpen, and the bullpen's really important.
The bullpen, they just keep bringing in arm after arm after arm. Just yesterday, they brought someone else in, it felt like. But we have two, like you're trying to win a World Series. Yeah, you have two guys in Marsh and Bohm who they can't give away, really, it seems like. They can't trade them.
By the way, Castellanos is still here, too.
He's not going to start. But you have two guys who maybe start on a team that you think you're World Series caliber, and you got two guys nobody wants.
We got three guys that really nobody wants.
Who's not?
It is.
Well, three, because Castellanos was a part of that team.
Yeah. But I'm saying going into this year, that lineup, they're going to have guys starting that nobody wants. Yeah. I don't feel great about that.
Yeah, tells you that it gives you the importance of a farm system. Right. And there's still continued failure, generally speaking, to be able to develop talent within. All the guys they're counting on generally are guys from outside the organization. And all the guys who you're talking about, with the exception of Marsh, who they traded for, like Bowman Stott, they're not able to develop these guys. And they seem to hit a ceiling, and that's all.
Yeah, they have not done nearly enough for me. And I'm as Philly fan as you can get. But I have no hope. I'm almost hopeless at going up against the Dodgers with this lineup right now. They have to get another bat.
So you're more optimistic about the Sixers, aren't you?
I am winning the East. Yes. The East is weak. Yes.
Well, the VG made a proclamation yesterday.
I heard him.
I know, and I'm really doing for the audience. But I'm setting Mike up as well for this.
My bad.
So VG said yesterday that he's more optimistic than the Sixers making a run to the NBA Finals than the Eagles making a run to the Super Bowl. Your thoughts, Mike Sielski?
Yeah, I don't know what candy canes VG is sucking there. But, Maxey and Edgecombe are going to be, their tongues are going to be hanging out by the end of the year. The idea of them making a run like that. So, and you still don't know what you're getting from Embiid or George consistently. I just don't think they have.
Embiid? He's giving you 25 minutes, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Perfect.
Okay, but is that enough to make a run in the East?
Yes, because here's when you look at the landscape of the NFL, the Rams are just in another tier. In the NBA, there's no one in the East that's in another tier. I'm not a Piston. I'm not scared of the Pistons.
Go ask Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford and everybody in that Rams locker room if they think they're in another tier compared to the Eagles. I guarantee
they're going to say no because they keep getting beat.
And
by
I guarantee
the
you they believe it. I guarantee you they believe it. The Eagles, we don't like to look at it this way. I really do believe this. The Eagles are the team that nobody in the playoffs wants to play because, it's not just because they're the defending champs. It's because they
play
generally
defense.
They play defense. When you're not leaning on Jalen, when you play the way they've played the last couple of weeks, they're going to probably play mistake-free football, and you're going to have to be perfect to beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to be perfect to beat the Rams, I think, as well.
Yeah, but VG, here's the one thing. I'm not going to make that statement and back him up there, but I am kind of hopeful about the Sixers. I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, the rest of the conference isn't great.
No, it's not. I just tell me where they're going beyond leaning on Maxey and Edgecombe night after night.
Here's what's interesting too, though. You're going to laugh at me, but Paul George has played well.
He has.
What he provides is exactly what they need. He plays good defense. He plays a complementary floor game. Now, again, they need rebounds. Like, they still need a 4, right? But he actually plays well. And it's probably going to come down to the role. Like, he is right. What role will Embiid play?
Yeah, and I'm still skeptical about that. If he were giving them 25 minutes, 18 points, 8 boards every single night, that would be one thing. But you still can't count on him every single night.
I know.
And when he does play, he's giving you generally the 25 minutes, 18 and 8.
I know.
Yeah, they're just saving them for the playoffs.
So,
by the way, people think
It's good we've never heard that before.
People are in the chat are suggesting Mike is going like method writing and is dressing like Rocky now.
Well, he's got the gray sweats. You have the gray sweatpants to match.
I do. I got the gray sweats. I chugged down 5 raw eggs before I came on the show. And yeah, it's all good. I'm ready.
I love it. So this comes from Pat McClune, our dear friend. The Cowboys got 5 Pro Bowlers. He said the Cowboys must be good.
Were they all offensive players? I mean, they got
Aubrey,
Pickens, they got
Prescott, Pickens, Tyler Smith, and Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, I mean, their offense was tremendous this season, which surprised me, if only because Brian Schottenheimer has never been, throughout his career as a coordinator, has never been particularly innovative or anything like that. But, their offense was awesome. They just, the 3 of us and 8 other guys, working the docks, lifting the orange crates could go out and score on them,
You could have one gift, sports gift.
Ooh.
What would it be?
If I could have one sports gift, this is going to make me sound like a Flyers fanboy, and I don't mean it that way. But I would love the Flyers to get into the playoffs and win a round because I love covering playoff hockey. It is the most exciting event to be at of all of them. It's like, I've said this to you guys before, it's like being inside a pot of boiling water. And if the Flyers were to get into the playoffs and win a round, upset whoever they face in that first round, if Vladar plays out of his mind or Mishkov suddenly finds it and scores 5 goals in 6 games, that would be awesome. That would be really fun. It's great when the Flyers are competitive because their fans get into it and that atmosphere is amazing. And I miss it and I wish they would get us back.
And you know
to
what's funny? Like the building's starting to get it back. Like
sold out last game.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, last night, Tippett had 10 shots on goal last night.
10. Hey, they are tied for 3rd most points in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
And they've
Yeah.
had a brutal schedule.
I know.
And all anybody does is complain about how, relatively little Matvei Mishkov is playing. They're overlooking the fact that, look at what Tocchet is doing with this team right now. And it's good to have them. I get the argument. I get it that, they don't have a number 1 center yet. They don't have a number 1 defenseman, and maybe they're not going to be able to get one in the draft. But I have to admit, it's refreshing to watch a competitive team again, one that might make the playoffs.
It is. They're fun, man. I look forward to watching them.
And this is that stepping. This is the team you need to get into playoffs. If they go out in the first round, they just need the playoff experience. They need a little momentum, trajectory.
It's funny. I saw that rumor about Stamkos. I'm like, I don't want Stamkos.
No. He's 35. What are you going to have to give up to get him?
And then,
give me Stamkos from 4 years ago. I'd take it in a heartbeat, but not now.
The one guy who would be interesting is Tage Thompson.
Yes. But the Sabres have won 6 in a row.
Yeah.
So are they going to say, you know what, we're going to hang on to this guy?
But
and
those
think
are
we're
the
gonna
2
get in or
rumors.
whatever?
Just as we're talking about it, those would be the guys that I would look at,
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned the Sabres, though, because that's my column for tomorrow is comparing Philadelphia to Buffalo as sports cities. Buffalo is diet Philadelphia, right? Before the Eagles won the Super Bowls, those poor people have just been through so much between the Bills and the Sabres. And, I talked to a buddy of mine who I've known for 40 years who lives up there. And hearing him describe what Buffalo was like, it was like listening to somebody describe what Philadelphia sports fans are like.
Did you ever see the movie Buffalo 66?
I didn't see Buffalo 66. I saw the 4 Falls of Buffalo, the 30 for 30.
Yeah,
I did not
that
see
was
Buffalo
great.
66. Yeah.
Buffalo 66 was just basically a little independent film. Vincent Gallo
with those eyes.
Yeah. And it's, his mother's a diehard Bills fan. And there's a play about Scott Norwood. They call him Scott Wood, right? And he's at a strip club. I mean, it's just dark, dank, with the football team, all the hopes lie on it. It's a pretty good little movie.
Yeah, of course it does, because what else are you going to do up there?
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do? I mean, we say that all the time here, that part of the reason sports matters so much is because we're not, we're 2 hours from a beach. It's not 70 and sunny in December like it is in LA. It's what we have. It's the thing that connects all of us.
Yeah.
And Buffalo's even got it more than that, except for the chicken wings.
Yeah.
I've never seen a town like I've been there 3 or 4 times. There's just nothing going on. There's no one walking around. There's nothing happening.
Well, there's no downtown. It's not vibrant.
No.
Dude, you can't walk around downtown this time of year. Your ears will fall off.
Yeah. Yeah. That cold weather living, I don't get. Those people in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
And they're all the friendliest, happiest people in the country.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me.
They
The
don't
people
know
who
any
live in the
better.
warm weather are snobs and tough to deal with. And the people who live in Minnesota, Buffalo, North Dakota, they're always happy to see you.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Hey, before you go, Mike, you did that piece on the Drexel basketball player Terrence Butler. It's a really great, in-depth,
man.
awesome
I'm glad
piece
you
of
brought it up.
journalism about a
Thanks.
tragic story, and everyone should check it out and read it. You did a really great job with that.
I appreciate that, VG. Yeah, I worked on that for about a year and a half.
Wow.
Just trying to, make sure I got it right and talk to the family and people around him. And you're right, it's a really sad story. Terrence Butler played basketball with Drexel and shot himself in August of 2023. And the piece is about kind of the mystery of suicide and why a kid like this would do something like this. And I appreciate you shouting it out. Yeah, I would encourage people to read it just because I think it's an important story.
It's important.
100%.
It's an important story, and you captured it. Like you were sensitive in your writing. You told the story. It was vivid, scary, and it really. I think it's you have to read it. It's required reading.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
It's exactly the role of a storyteller at a place like the Inquirer, like doing that kind of work. That's great work.
Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. That's really kind of you. This is why I have to get down to do this in person. I apologize I couldn't get there yesterday.
We're
to the
not
market.
going anywhere. It's all good.
All right, good.
Listen, God bless you and your family. Merry Christmas, my brother. All right?
Right back at you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Here he is, Mike Sielski. Yeah, you have to read them. Thank you. I meant to bring that up. It's a really deep piece, man. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just a suicide.
Awful story.
And, yeah, like young kids going up against struggles and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick TO. We'll come back, and we got the brain to hang out with us.
Oh, yeah.
A little brain action, all right?
Yeah.
So let's do a little brain coming up and have some fun. Kick it off into the holidays.
All right, let's talk about our friends, Spectre Cards. Philly sports fans, listen up, because it is the season of gifting, and you're looking for something truly unforgettable this year. I've got the perfect idea. You got to check out the incredible work from Philadelphia sports artist Jordan Spector over at SpectorArts.com. I personally have one of Jordan's pieces, and trust me, these aren't just posters hanging on your walls. These are museum-level artworks of the greatest moments in icons in Philly sports history. His collections come in print, canvases, and even athlete partner trading cards. And get this, one of the newest cards actually includes a piece of Brandon Graham's real game-worn jersey from that matchup in New Orleans. Remember against the Chiefs, that great one? It doesn't get more authentic than that. So if you've got a diehard sports fan in your life, or if you just want to treat yourself, this is the kind of gift they'll talk about forever. So head over right now, SpectorSportsArt.com. That's SpectorSportsArt.com, and grab something epic for the Philly fan in your life.
Let's talk about Rothman Orthopedics. Look, we're lucky, right, to have a group like Rothman, the great Rothman doctors that visit us every other Friday and talk about all the injuries, because the one thing we are about is sports, and we want to keep us in motion. So whether it's a sore knee, a stiff shoulder, nagging back pain, Rothman Orthopedics is here to help you get back to the life you love. They have a team for each body part. So whether we're talking elbow or knee or back, ankle, foot, hand, it's all there. They have a team of specialists that come in, and the goal is to get you back to doing what you love, right? To get you back to movement. You see those doctors every week on the show. They all have that great bedside manner, and they're doing God's work. So do yourself a favor. From everyday strains to long-term joint pain, you got to check out Rothman Orthopedics. Schedule an appointment today. RothmanOrtho.com/PHLY. Rothman Orthopedics. Your mobility, our mission. Now, let's go to our man on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. We haven't talked to him.
It's been a while.
Yeah. LeBrain, brought to us by the BetParks Sportsbook and online casino app.
Brain.
Red the Brain Finder.
So, Brain, you gotta lead with this because I know that you are a huge fan of The Mentalist. And I saw that you had a chance to meet him thanks to a gift to your wife. You got to tell the story.
Yeah, it's funny. Like that was like on my bucket list of like people to see, meet, whatever. Like this guy was the guy I wanted to see. And yeah, my great wife, she was really, really, really kind. She not only got me second row or first row, we're right there in front of the stage tickets, but also a meet and greet where he performed some pretty cool stuff, man. So I got to tell you, Anthony, like he goes, think of any person in the world you want to have dinner with. And like, I didn't write it down. He just said, you have to think of it. And you know who I picked? I picked him. And he got it right.
He got it right?
He got it right. He was getting stuff like, think of any card of 52 cards, 4 spades. He got that. I don't understand how he does it. Childhood crushes. He gets the name of who your childhood crush is.
What?
This isn't stuff you could look up.
Yeah, tell VG.
So
I've seen the video. Frame sent me the videos of O's promo. He's unbelievable.
Right. It's not the actor from the show, The Mentalist. It's the guy who.
No, it's
I
like
saw
the
that in
magician.
Vegas though. VG. The guy who that's about, who started that was a guy named Gary McCord or something. Not that's the golf guy, but Gary something. If you Google it, he actually has a show in Las Vegas. Very affordable too. It was actually a good show that I enjoyed. I've seen a few times, and the show The Mentalist was about him.
So what? So you did the dinner thing, and he got himself?
Yes, and like he guessed what card I was thinking of. Like he could like think of an imaginary card in the deck, and like 1 in 52 chance, and he gets that. I mean, I don't understand how he does. He was guessing. And then for the show, then he brought up some guy for the show. And he goes, "I want you to close your eyes." He starts talking about like stuff, almost like to make him pick and he has a big can out. The guy's closed his eyes, and he has a big thing of a Sprite can right there. And he's like, "If you could have one drink, you're in the supermarket, you're picking out." And he goes, "Think of the color of." He's stuff like a color of money, saying stuff like kind of green thing, almost to lead the guy to say Sprite. And the guy goes, "All right, yeah, I know what I'm picking." And the guy goes chocolate milk. And he has a big Sprite can out there. And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "Jeez, man." He goes, "Everyone comes here for the show." He goes, "I was trying to lead you to say Sprite, but you got me." He goes, "Open up your drink and have a sip." And it was chocolate milk in there. It was
wow.
Yeah, I don't know how. Again, I don't know how. I mean, when I say I don't know how, I don't know how. But he's a nice guy. Look, he's a Michigan guy. How can he not be a nice guy? But he basically, yeah, right. But he
Here's Sharon Moore.
You can answer that other ways. I'm shutting up right now. Take that back. But anyway, he was really nice, really cool. And he said I go, how did you pick Medford, Massachusetts to pick of all the cities? Like, was there any attachment? He goes, it's a test. He goes, I want to see if I go out on tour, how it'll do. He goes, if I was in New York, he goes, it would sell out in 2 seconds. He goes, that's my hometown. Everyone knows me there. He goes, I'd figure I'd pick something like, Boston, where, let's see how that goes. Kind of a more of a not my home base. And it sold out. It was, I loved it. It's entertaining. And look, that stuff, Anthony, again, I've become like, dare I say, obsessed, like trying to figure this stuff out. But I recommend it to anyone. If anyone's just messing around, just go to Google check out Oz Perlman. And
So he
look at
does
the
it with all
stuff he
sports.
does.
So he does it with NFL teams.
I see that all the time.
And he does it with all sports, right? But the NFL stuff's fascinating.
Did you see the Tyreek Hill one he just did, Anthony?
No.
That was crazy, man.
Yeah,
He did
I
this
saw that one.
He goes, guys, throw the ball to anyone you want in the ball. Throw the ball.
I
to
saw him do that with the Bengals.
Yeah, well, no, but he did it. He did it with Tyreek Hill, and somehow, like, they threw the ball 7 times or whatever, and I don't know how it happened. He goes, "What's your first letter of your first name?" And he goes, "Charlie." And then next guy's Harry, and it spelled out Cheetah for his nick when it was done, and they threw the ball Tyreek Hill. He goes, "What's your first?" And he goes, CHEETAH, Cheetah. Like, I don't know how he would. I can't figure it out, and I literally can't figure it out. He was doing this crazy stuff with the Rams where he knew he did Stafford. He knew where Stafford was going to do with everything. I mean, it's
the names of the girlfriends and the crushes from childhood are like.
Did you see the one with Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan was furious, man, because he got Joe Rogan's pin code.
The pin
he
nut.
was so angry.
Oh yeah. And hey, he recently
really angry. He's like, how the
he
hell?
recently
He's
was
like,
on
not in a funny way.
Howard
He's like,
Stern had an
how can you
interaction
get
with
this?
him. Howard Stern's like, he has supernatural powers. He's like, there's no way this is like a rigged or a trick.
He got the world. Did you see that one, Anthony and Vici? He got Howard Stern. There was an actress named Valerie Harper who passed away like a few years ago. And Valerie Harper said to him, "Howard, I kind of believe in mediums and that stuff. I'm going to give you a word. You don't repeat it to your kids. You don't repeat it to your wife. This word, you tell me, and this isn't something you ever say out loud to anyone as long as you live, because if you do, you're ruining it." She's like, "I need you to promise me, it's like important to me, that it's a way of me reaching you if anyone ever gets this word." And Howard Stern talked about it. He goes, "I have this word, but I'm never going to say it, but somehow it ever comes up to me and says this word, I'm going to think it's Valerie coming to me." So Oz Perlman comes into studio. He's like, "I'm going to get the word." He got the word. The word was curly.
The word was what?
Curly.
Curly?
Like Curly Neal.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And then he did it with this what? Then he's like, Howard's like, "I don't understand." He goes, "This is the craziest thing ever. I won't say what this next word is." But
with his wife.
saw it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was with his wife, and they had a similar thing. He's like,
yeah.
"If I die, I never want you with another guy again." He's like, "No one's ever touching you." And he goes, "Here's our code word." And he got the code word, which is,
He swears that only him and his wife Beth knows.
yeah, and this word's kind of not
O's
exactly.
got
This
it.
is not
It's
exactly
a crude word, but he got
PG-13
it like right away.
It began with a T and end with an S, and it's not PG rated. But anyway, like he got the word. Now again, these things, everyone's like, "Lord, I'm like, how? It's so easy. You do it." Come on.
So what was your
find out
crush?
these words.
What was your crush that he got?
Oh no. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. For me. No.
Right.
He didn't. He got like the number, the card I was thinking of, and who I wanted to go to dinner with.
Okay.
That's wild, man. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it really is. By the way, Anthony, you should have him on your show. I told you. I saw him on Craig Carton had him on. You're better than Craig Carton.
Yeah.
You have him on. You should reach out to the guy, and you'd be an amazing guest. I'm sure he would do it.
Yeah. No, I love to do it. We'll get you in studio to do it with, again. I mean, and it's, so I'm saying he's been going on tour, he's promoting his book. I'm sure he would love to do a show like yours. Yeah. So you should try to reach out. Man. Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. He'll blow your mind away, man.
Yeah. I've seen the
Your
videos
favorite show you've done.
It's unbelievable. It really is incredible.
Yeah, like the card stuff is easy. This stuff is wild.
Oh, then he was getting. I mean, he would. I don't understand. Look, I don't know. Maybe someone say it's fixed. I don't know. You have a dice in your hand, and you. The guy then goes, "Pick any number." Then he goes, "You know what? Don't even use that." He goes, "I want you to lie to me. Just pick another number of the dice shirt. It's not. Just lie to me." And then he got the guy's lies. Like you could never get one by him. I don't understand it, man.
What's also was weird is like he was just a guy, right? And then he somehow ends up on America's Got Talent. Like, what was he doing?
Yeah.
How was he not more popular before America's Got Talent?
That made him this guy, and now all these teams want to hire him. And he's on MSNBC now, to all the stock guys doing stuff. I mean, it's insane. Anthony, you should reach. I mean, if you want me to try to find out his information, because Victoria reached out to him, I'll get that for you. But
Yeah,
he's trying to promote his book.
Yeah.
So I would say there's a real chance he can come on.
Yeah.
And again, it's.
I would love it. Yeah, I would love it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I would love it. All right. You channel your mentalist with some of the games.
Hey, Anthony, this was a good week. I think 9 things I went 8-1. It was a good week this week. My NFL betting was strong. So if everyone listening, all the games we went over basically won. The only one I lost was Eagles. But good news about that, I live bet the Eagles actually even on that one loss, still actually ended up doing okay. Good. But it was we talked about how were the Patriots an underdog. We talked about how the Saints were going to roll. We talked about how the Titans were going to beat the Chiefs. I told you I actually thought that the Steelers were going to be 50-50, and I liked them getting the points against the Lions.
Yeah, good call.
Lions should. You know what's funny? They both could have won because the Lions should have scored to go over their team total at the end there.
Yes. Yeah.
They should have scored. First goal at the 1.
So, how do you view this week? Let's start Eagles and Buffalo.
Bet under 45 at the opening. It's now gone down. I think it's 44. Still like under 44. I like the under here quite a bit. I still, Anthony, don't trust the Eagles offense. I just don't. I just do not trust them to score against decent teams. I just really don't. Now, that game last week against Washington was, I mean, look, at the end of the day, a win's a win, and that's all you're looking to do. And Buffalo, by the way, Buffalo's no great shakes either. I mean, there's so many flawed teams, Anthony.
Yeah.
All these teams. And by the way, Anthony, maybe we can come back and say we were right on Trevor Lawrence after I wrote it off as a loss. It was like
he looks great.
You have a team over 11 and a half wins. They start off 0-4. You're like, you're done. And then they rip off this 12-game winning streak, and the guy's the best player in the league now. It's
Sunshine.
But anyway, yeah, Sunshine's playing great.
It took that long for Doug to get out of his system.
And by the way, again, now
sorry,
Cook,
Doug, we love it.
I think Cook is Anthony. I have that 100-1, but I think he's now probably repassed Gibbs, repassed Taylor. I don't know if he can pass the 2 receivers though for Offensive Player of the Year, because Cook's now leading in everything now, which as I said was possible, and it's happened. He's now past Taylor. But the problem is those 2 receivers, Puka caught like 20,000 passes on Thursday Night Football. But no, still not giving up on it. But this Bills team, Anthony, again, extremely flawed. I mean, they have a magnificent running back, magnificent quarterback, but just not much else. I think it's going to be a really tight game, a really close game. I really don't even have an opinion. I thought the line should be Buffalo by 2. I think it's the right number. I like the under. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think it'll be a close game. I always say this, Anthony, I'll be surprised. I'll be shocked if it's not a game that comes down to the last 2 minutes where either team can win. That is my take. You want to take the Eagles and teases +8? Sign me up, because I do not think Buffalo will win by margin.
All right. Christmas Day, 3 games. None of them are really good. They're kind of like 3 duds, to be honest with you.
Without the milk.
I'm sure we'll watch them. Anything you like?
I did bet, Anthony, Dallas laying 6. It's up to 7. I thought it would go to 7.5 actually. So I do lean Dallas. Detroit, Minnesota. I need to see if McCarthy's playing. If McCarthy plays, I like Minnesota. I don't. Again, Detroit, they keep showing their cards on who they are.
Yeah.
They have, again, it's all the great names and they're great offensively, but the team itself, they keep showing they're just not that good. They're not faking it through 15 weeks. This is who they are. But again, if Max Brosmer is playing, there's nothing in the world that could get me to do that. I got fortunate. A buddy of mine got me down. I have Denver -5.5 on the look-ahead line against Kansas City. That's now 13.
Wow.
Yeah, that's now 13. At 13, again, that's just, I don't even know who the quarterback is for the for Kansas
Chief,
City. It's
yeah,
going to
that
be
kid, yeah.
just.
He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's got 2 rings.
Oh, there you go.
By the way, we are in
not a game I'm
overtime
touching.
OT right here. As always, we have a lot of fun. So you're watching on any of our platforms like Xfinity, Roku. Make sure you go over to Roku, to YouTube, and like and subscribe. We appreciate it.
You talk about matchups, Anthony. When I look at the Cowboys game against Washington, we talk about matchups, right? And you're a big matchup guy. I say to myself, okay, look, this game doesn't mean anything. So let me make this clear. I'm not trying to talk about this like it's Super Bowl 54 or whatever Super Bowl they're on. I know that Dallas is going to be able to score on that Washington defense. I don't think it's not me speculating. I know it. It's a bad matchup for Washington's defense. And you said to yourself, well, Dallas's defense is garbage. I'm like, Anthony, I agree. It is. And I say to myself, is Washington a team that can actually exploit that and get into the 20s?
Nah.
And I just don't know if they. I don't like. I mean, this Washington offense, man. What are they going to do? I mean, like, what are they going to do? I just, I don't know if he's playing this week, Mariota. And I mean, look, I guess Johnson. I mean, come on, it's just this Washington team just has a squadouche.
Yeah.
So I actually do think this is a game where Dallas is mediocre as they are. This to me is one of these games I could see them winning like 37 to like 17.
Yeah.
I just think that they're going to score a lot, and I feel comfortable on that side of the ball. And I just don't think Washington, in a matchup point of view, I don't like this matchup for Washington.
All right, Sid Stock will be on the air the rest of the week. Anything else you like? College or NFL Sunday?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, NFL, I bet the Panthers getting 7.5, Anthony, against the Seattle. Seattle's my favorite team in the league, as you know. Like that Panthers game, Anthony, against Tampa Bay went exactly how I thought it would be a 50-50 game that went down the last play. It did. 50-50 game went down the last play. Yes, Tampa Bay had all the better players. Just irrelevant. Again, Tampa Bay keeps showing their cards who they are. Carolina stinks, Anthony, but they stink in a different kind of way where they just kind of BS their way through these games. And after you walk off the field, you're like, how the hell did we not squash this team? But they keep doing it week in, week out. They keep outperforming who they should be. And I don't think the Seahawks get margined by 8 or more. I don't. I think Seattle wins the game, but I think it's close.
Yeah.
I bet the Panthers getting 7.5 points. This one, Anthony, I laid 2.5 yesterday. It's up to 3. I'll still lay 3 though. I think San Francisco is good. The Bears, I guess I'm going to go to my grave, just underrating, underappreciating. Anthony, you know how Eli Manning was the luckiest player in Super Bowl history with some of the plays, the catches they made, the just weird stuff would happen to Eli Manning in his favor. The deal that Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams made with the football gods this year, I can't be topped. This is the team that is 11-3 or 11-4 that easily could be 6-9. That just continues to win games they shouldn't win. Last week against Green Bay was an all-timer. I like San Francisco to win the game. I'll take my chance that it's not by 1 or 2. I think I got. Oh, Anthony, it's something interesting. Titans are playing the Saints. Another who cares game, but I care. I'll take the Titans +3 in a game where I say to myself, I don't know who's going to win. I don't pretend to know who's going to win. Both teams are playing better as of late, Anthony. I think it's a 50-50 game. I'll grab the 3 points. I'm going to be in attendance in this game, Anthony. I'm going to Vegas this weekend. I will be in the wonderful game of Giants Raiders. But I actually like the game.
Why?
I like the game. Anthony, it's going to be a profitable game. It'll pay for my tickets and then some. Raiders are going to win this game by margin. Raiders at least the Giants. Anthony, I don't know if there was a game of deal or no deal. Jackson Dart's passing attempts in the first half. The coach Kafka literally went like a quarter and a half without passing the ball. I don't know what's going on with the Giants. They don't want to get them hurt. Then why are you playing them? The Raiders stink. I know they stink, but give them credit. Give them credit. Genti and they played well, really well against Houston. I think this is the game that I just trust them more than this Giants team the last 4 weeks has been the worst team in the NFL. I think the Raiders win the game. I know it's an ugly game. I've given you some ugly games this week, but I'm an ugly guy. So sometimes you just got to do it. And I like the Raiders to win that game.
Brain, isn't Eagles in a nice T spot here? 2.5 gives you the
absolutely.
8.5.
100%, VG, 100%. Buffalo wins this game. I'd be really surprised if it's by margin. Really surprised. Eagles are probably in my opinion, the slightly better team here. Eagles, though, again, they're just a team. Again, it's hard to trust them in any game. That's the issue. I mean, it's just I trust the defense. The offense, it's showing pulses of making you want to get back on and believe, but I don't think Buffalo is a team that I really fear, and I think the Eagles absolutely they either should win the game, and I'd be really surprised if Buffalo went this one by double digits. Absolutely, VG. Love the Eagles and teases.
And I love
there's a lot of games
Hall.
to tease
Seton Hall tonight, Brain, minus 1.5 against Villanova. Some books got a 2.5 bet. Parks does at 1.5. Huh?
Who's the best team in college basketball this year?
Arizona. Don't give me your Michigan stuff. It's Arizona. Look at him. He's all chesty. Let's talk about Michigan football. You want to talk about Michigan football?
My internet, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
You guys there?
Brother, great stuff, man. Listen, have a safe flight. Enjoy your vacation, pal.
I love you guys both.
you,
Happy New Year,
buddy.
happy Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
There he is, the Brain, checking in. All right.
Did you check out your boys, Notre Dame basketball? Did you see that this week?
No.
They lost to Purdue Fort Wayne.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Brutal. Purdue Fort Wayne.
All right.
That's not football. It's baseball.
Yeah,
different sport.
I don't even.
It's a different sport. I don't even know why you're bringing up.
I like the football team.
Why you're bringing up basketball and football conversation is
You're right on there.
doesn't make any sense.
All right, couple nugs and then back of the day.
Cosmos.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got Cosmos. The final day of Cosmos, brought to us by our good friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. So we love it. It's the 23rd. You still got another day and some of tomorrow. If you need a gift, give the gift of sports this Christmas, this holiday season.
Yeah.
All right. We're big fans. So today in the final day of Cosmos, look at it. Here we go. Baseball cards, basketball cards. All the collectibles.
Mega box.
Right? So I love this. And this is for the kids for the stocking.
Yeah.
So I'm a big stocking stuffer guy, right?
Yeah. Pay attention, Pagan.
I
could use this in my
I
stocking.
love the stocking stuffer. And the Dick's Sporting Goods has great stocking stuffers like the cards. I'm a big fan. Massimo still likes the cards. So he and I bond over that.
Nice. Sit together, open them up.
Yeah. Look who we got.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's the greatest.
Yeah, I'm in. This mega box, I like it. It sounds good.
Yeah.
A flagship mega box.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Cooper flagship.
Cooper flag, it's it.
Yep.
But they have it all. They have baseball cards too, and football, and basketball.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. All right. Couple nugs.
Yeah.
What do we got? VG's nugs.
Yeah. We got some.
BG's nuts, nuts. It's just time for BG's nuts, BG's nuts, nuts.
All right, so I always love good giveaways, especially if you can do a timely giveaway with a little holiday season. NHL, the Anaheim Ducks did a giveaway. A little play on the Nutcracker.
Oh. Oh, that's great.
Let's see if we got. It's coming. Andrew says it's coming. It's I would like one of these. I thought it was clever. It's a nut quacker. Little dog.
That's awesome.
Right?
The nut quacker.
Yeah.
I love it. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm so down with the nut quacker. There's Santa, and then in some countries in Europe, they got Krampus. Today is Festivus, anyway. So happy Festivus for those who celebrate. Airing of grievances will happen later after the show.
Feats of strength.
Yeah. You and Frazier compete in the feats of strength.
Yeah.
Yes. So Austria, they celebrate. They like Krampus. They do a little Krampus parade. This is just a little glimpse of what some of these European
Krampus is a bastard too.
countries do, where this is supposed to be a festive parade. It's like a bunch of hairy demons walking around with actual torches.
Oh my God!
Like this. Hey, let's bring the kids. Here's a nice little parade we got going on. Those outfits are nuts. They're like
man.
possessed demon mummies. They're super scary. I don't know what.
Well, you know what Krampus is? Krampus eats kids.
Yes.
What?
It's a story. It's a folklore story.
Bad kids, right?
To scare children into being good.
Yes.
Instead of rewarding them as like, oh, you're going to get presents and all this stuff. No, it's the
We're
verse.
going to paralyze you by fear.
Where we're going to
You're going to
scare.
get eaten by Krampus.
Yeah, we're going to scare you into being good
Yes.
by a
that's
demonic goat creature.
Dude, those countries. Do you know what else? There's a.
That's frightening, man.
Dude, Iceland has a Yule cat. It's a giant, scary cat. And what this cat does is he stalks the countryside on Christmas Eve, and he eats any children that do not receive new clothes.
What?
So the
What is it
pressure,
about
the
torturing
pressure on the
kids?
parents to get some new clothes.
Why? How come? Like, if you go back to like the the folklore and the stories, and
Yeah.
they're all about like kids.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
why do people hate kids the way they
I'm looking
do?
now. This Yule cat, this fearsome creature, checks windows for new garments like socks, and if you have none, you risk becoming its meal.
Oh my God!
Sammy said this is why we left the EU.
Really?
Because of stuff like this.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, so I like gifts, kind of, if they're good gifts. Have you heard about the Lucky Box? Did we talk about this?
No.
The Lucky Box is in Vegas. It's a vending machine. It's $260, and you can pick if you want a card or a jersey. And we got this is a little. I'm all over this. If I was in Vegas, I would be doing this more than playing this
Lucky
machine or
box.
anything.
Interesting.
So it's the
Number
Lucky-
14 on the list.
It's the Lucky Box.
Yes, you might get a clunker. You get a clunker card.
Wow.
Take her all the mall inside of Foxwoods. We're gonna do a $179 autograph jersey mystery box.
cheaper
Add the
than
card, checkout. Expensive taxes. Authorizing. Approved. Okay, we already got it. This is a jersey in this little thing. Let's see what we got. It's blue. The reveal. Cubbies. What is this? An extra large. Sammy Sosa autographed? I feel like that's a great find.
You never know what you're getting. One guy got a Shaq autographed.
I'll take it. Was he on?
Some of them stink. Some of them are just guys, but you never know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'd be all over that if I was out there.
That's a good idea.
I watch there's TikTok video after video. I'm always like, what'd they get? What'd they get? I think it's pretty
That's actually genius.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
All right, this last one, we're going to go out on a high note. In China, physical assault is a serious crime. So if you have a argument with someone, you don't want to resort to fisticuffs. So they resort to something else. It's a little weird. Have you
He's
seen
not
this,
sneaking
Razor?
anybody.
I haven't seen it. I just saw
Have they
I
what?
just loaded the video.
You're not sneaking anybody.
No.
There you go.
There you go. Two guys arguing in China. They spit on each other because spitting is not assault.
They're like so close.
They're like kissing.
Like basically
They're
kissing.
in each other's face to settle an argument.
Look at that freeze frame. Lock them up.
Lock him up. That guy's the best. Lock him up, guys.
Yes. Spitting is not an assault in China, so you can't get in trouble doing
I'd rather
it.
you punch me in the face
I would rather be punched in the face.
than spit on me.
That's such a
insane.
violation. The spit.
They're all like,
Oh.
they're like right there, nose to nose, just spitting in each other's face.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is wrong.
Crazy. All right.
We'll go back to the
Finally,
day.
let's go back in the day on this date, December 23rd.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh yeah!
All right,
True
this-
Mark Financial Credit.
Yes, this is not specific to December 22nd. This is just a commercial for the greatest childhood Christmas season item that you and I probably ever experienced. It brought us hours of fun or hours of hope.
Hours of hope.
Yeah. It's a little commercial for the Sears Wish Book.
Ah!
Which there was
Dude.
there was no greater book.
Ah, the Sears Wish Book.
For something for your little girls or boys, and you're finding high prices but not finding toys, and you're sad and you're blue and you're tired of running round. Let Lionel Kitty City turn that round.
Oh, this is Lionel Kitty City, my bad. This was a better song.
Oh my God, Kitty City.
That kid's jamming on the drums.
Oh my
Frown,
God.
upside down.
You got to explain it.
So
Kitty City was a toy store.
Yes.
And it was awesome. You know, they had everything.
It was like the size of Dick's Sporting Goods.
Well, you know,
but
Toys
just
R Us.
Yeah,
Toys R Us.
Kitty City became Toys R Us.
Because I saw the kangaroo, so I had a
Right.
feeling that there was some type
Kitty
of
City
connection.
became It became Toys R Us.
Yeah, it was a little cooler, Kitty City.
They had like everything from bikes, games.
Yeah.
Like you
I
name it.
loved Toys R Us. Oh,
Jeffrey, was that the?
Jeffrey, yeah.
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 I miss those. Those were great, those stores.
Those stores were awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to believe you can't survive like that with the store
was one, like,
of
on
everything
3rd and
kids
Oregon.
want. Yeah, I would go there.
Yeah.
all the
Toys
time.
R Us is now with like Macy's in the mall. They have like a small section in the mall.
They don't really
But
exist.
it's like it's not what it used to be.
Amazon croaked all that stuff.
I mean, you walked in there and it
Wow,
was
really?
like it was like Fantasyland, going
I
in there with all the
know.
toys
Well, the
and things.
experience of being at the store was awesome. Like,
So overwhelming. Oh, what aisle?
listen,
do I want?
it's so much better. Like, I get it, the convenience, but it's so much better that when you walk into this wild experience.
and you
like,
stumble upon things you may not have known you wanted.
Exactly.
Like Amazon online is cool, it's convenient, but you got to know what you're looking for. Or rely on algorithms instead of
Right.
relying on just walking around.
right. I know.
Like, how much better was it walking around a video store than the Netflix algorithm and suggest stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Stinks.
I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, that's going to do it for us. Everybody have a Merry, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We're going to take a couple days off. We'll be back on Monday.
I'll be here Friday with the bro.
Yeah,
Doing the bro on Friday?
Yeah, well,
I
I'll
think
be
we're
here.
going to start at 10 on Friday. Give us a
Okay.
little hours.
Yeah, later show.
Cool. All right, that's good. That'll be great. Listen, have a safe time.
Merry
We're going to be
Christmas.
we're going to be doing the fishes and hang out. So
Nice.
everybody, we love you guys. Really, chat. Merry Christmas. All right. God bless you guys, your families. Be safe. All right. And then we'll see you on Friday and then on Monday. Talk about the birds. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
We all silly like the mayor.